Everyone just yelled creep
Hello, and
boss.
welcome to
Damn it. I thought I got that in.
Nope.
God damn it.
Hello and welcome to 20 Possibilities. All right. So, wow. Let's try that again. On the last session of 20 Possibilities, our party is 23 years in the past. May checked out where her hometown of Wattlevale used to be and found it was still there. So they all headed that way. Along the way, just before taking a long rest, they came across two fellow adventurers, a red tiefling named Mercy and a human they'd met in the future, Elias. They had a long rest, and we pick up in the morning, about to head back to the road to Wattlevale. Everyone's mark off a long rest if you didn't last session. I can't remember if you did or didn't.
If I did, I'll just do it again. Yay!
Again, I have a giant, drum thing and just bang it. Up you get! Morning time! Wakey, wakey!
That's super fun.
I'm trying out a new thing. Do you like it? Is this a good wake-up call?
No.
I mean, well, it depends. If you mean good as in effective, it's definitely that.
Okay, I'll keep doing it then. It's effective.
But it is likely to possibly end up with you having an axe hurled at your head at some point if you keep it up.
Oh, you couldn't hit me if you tried.
Practice
Throw it.
makes perfect.
Throw it.
I
Throw it.
Do it.
I throw on my hand axe.
Hit the drum.
I'm going for the drum, yeah. Waiting for the DM to let me know that I can roll.
Yeah, roll your attack against the drum. Sorry, I just found out who
18.
Material Scraps is. Hi and welcome. 18 against the drum.
Yep.
I mean, it hits.
Do I do like a strength save to hold on to it, or is it just gone?
Oh, I'm hurling it. Yeah, let's say I'm trying to pin it to a tree.
Yeah, do a strength save then.
Yippee! Let's fail this. 11. It goes flying.
Pinned against a tree.
The sound that it makes as it bounces off the tree isn't as annoying as the sound that Wanderer was making banging it. And you're pretty sure that it's damaged enough that it won't be able to be used as a drum without being repaired.
That sounded better like that. Are you sure you know how to play it?
I need that! She's gonna run over and the drum's gonna turn back into that violin. I need this to cast spells!
I was being nice, but I'm throwing it at your head. I get up and I go pull the axe out of the tree.
Well, now you could wear it like a necklace. Just
I cast mending on it.
It's fixed.
Dan, you were trying to make me feel bad. You just fixed it at any time.
Of course! I am a utility caster. I'm better at some things, not others.
That's the word.
You see Elias sitting there writing more things in his book.
This violin's gonna turn into a small harp that I'm gonna attach to my belt. It's okay. I won't let him hurt you again.
Depends. If she wakes me up with the drumming again.
I'll
hear
just make
this
sure to do it without the drum.
Sound as a response.
Oh, don't you start talking to me too. Anyway, what's the plan, darlings?
Going into town, aren't we?
I think so. Head into Wattlevale.
Alright, let's go. I immediately get up and I start walking.
Has anyone made sure the scarecrow is alive? Hal, are you alive?
I'm alive.
Yeah. Good to know.
Actually, while we're sitting and just eating breakfast and whatnot, I'm just like looking at Hal. What's your story?
Not much to say. I'm a scarecrow, and I'm here now with you guys. Came through the portal just like you.
Well, what happened before? Like, how did you alive? I guess.
That's going to be the title. How did you alive?
How are you?
I don't know.
alive?
how are you this?
How did you alive? That
Yes.
is.
How did you alive?
Yeah.
Well, when a mommy pumpkin and a daddy pumpkin love each other very much, they decide to,
sex swing and
Spit out
Well, the
seeds
semen
and see what
releases
happens.
pollen, you see. And
All that pumpkin cream pie.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
why is it so yellow?
This has gone in a very horrible direction.
oh, something I was going to say to that, which I'm not going to.
Go on, join on in.
Oh no, I don't want to get us cancelled. My brain went graphic.
Isn't your brain?
Well,
always
we're all on a
graphic?
chat. Why don't you send it there? Because now I'm curious.
Done.
Kazoo that man awake. There's your challenge next time. Wanderer.
Absolutely.
And I want you to actually make the sound of the kazoo.
So I have a week to get a kazoo. Got it.
Yes, that's what I'm hearing.
Okay, done.
All right. So getting back to the question, how are you?
I don't know, what can I say? I mean, I woke up in a field and stayed there for pretty much all the time until I saw you guys.
So you've never been anywhere or done anything, even back on wherever we were?
What do you mean? I watched over the fields the whole time. That was my job.
So somebody made you?
Nobody made me. It just seemed like the thing to do.
You just appeared.
So you just woke up in a field and decided to just stay there?
Well, what would you do if you woke up in a field?
I'd question my night before.
What's
remember
with the
having
20
that many
questions?
drinks.
Where did you come from? Who did you come from? Or how did you come to be?
He's
When a mummy and
outstanding in
daddy
this
love
field.
each other.
Who did you come in?
No, it happens the other way around. No, I was just wondering because, yeah, we just met up and we've just been, go since we went through the portal. I just wanted to ask, get to know you a
What the fuck
bit.
is up with that?
What the fuck is up with that?
For the record,
I mean, I know as much as you do.
When we said, "All right, let's go," we're going to the village, and Zelson did say, "All right, let's go," and then just started walking.
All right.
So you guys are having this chat. Zelson's already fucked off.
But May
This was
did
at
say
breakfast.
before we go.
Yeah,
and
while we're having breakfast.
Yeah.
This conversation's happening. Timey
Okay.
wimey bullshit.
Just
I
a bit
mean-
of role play to get to know a new character.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. I just Zelson may potentially miss it all because he's just like.
No, Zalson's still there.
Just
So this is
walked off.
beforehand. This is retroactively.
That's fine. He's got little legs. We'll catch up to him in
Yeah.
a minute.
He's gone
Just
for
like
4
walking
hours.
past you. You missed the conversation, buddy.
Yeah. Heightists.
So how did you get your name, Hal?
How?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, the only time that I really could do anything was, either at night, sometimes I'd walk about and whatnot. But most of the time it was, like I said, watching over the fields. And every now and then they'd throw festivals and whatnot in the fields. And yeah, one of the festivals was named it, and every year they would dress me up along with everything else, and yeah, so that's how I picked up the name. I mean, nobody really named me. I more or less named myself because, yeah, as he
Okay.
sort of gestures at himself.
Hey, that's pretty cool, actually. I named myself too.
Yeah, do you wander around a lot?
I do. I do wander around a lot.
Have you like always been the wanderer?
Not always. No, it's sort of the last few years I've been a wanderer.
So
I
before that, you were a walker or a sitter or a sleeper?
no, I was an Aurora. Wait,
Aurora.
Hmm.
shit. Yeah. Yeah.
So meaning you roared, or your name was Aurora?
Bit of both, actually. That's why I was named Aurora, is because I roared a lot.
Hey, should stick with that. It's a pretty name.
No, I can't
Okay.
roar. I can't roar anymore. So
Fair.
Hal, back to you. Away from me and back to you.
There it
No,
is.
wait for me, and back to you.
This isn't about me.
Hmm.
What was your favorite thing to do in the field?
Wow. There was so many things to do, like watch over the field and watch over the field, and sometimes watch over the field at like dusk. Like, I think that was probably my favorite thing to do.
And if you wanted to change it up, I'm assuming you'd go, instead of watching over the field, you'd watch over the field.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you got to change it up.
Sometimes it would rain too. I bet that was nice.
I mean, besides that, from time to time, if I could, I'd sneak out and, take a stroll through the towns, through the back streets, try and take
Find another
in
field.
the sights and whatnot without being seen.
Watch a different field.
Just getting my creep on.
Stand in your
I could
cape on
respect
top of
that.
buildings and look off into the distance and be like, vengeance.
If you're not at the field, do they send like smoke signals or like a giant symbol that says "Hal, get back to the field"?
It's just a giant light.
Yeah, it's this great big beacon. You can see it every morning.
Some call it the moon.
That or the sun. It's got,
Yeah.
What do you prefer, the sun or the moon?
probably the sun. Why not? That's when everybody's awake, right?
Not necessarily.
Most people, I believe, wake up in the day. Some of us are nocturnal.
Like a lot of the
Nocturnal.
Vulpin.
I'm usually awake until I pass out. But then I'm asleep until I'm not.
Is it roughly 8 hours?
Depends on how you drink. Is that?
Honestly, I don't know. When I'm asleep, I don't keep count.
Have you ever, I don't know, has anyone, including you, Hal, have you ever sleptwalked?
Sleptwalked. Is that some sort of spell?
It's where you go to sleep and then you wake up and you're in an entirely different field.
I mean, I've definitely woken up in
yeah.
different fields before.
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes, the farmers would come out and move me to different fields and whatnot. So, yeah, that would happen.
May, I'm running out of
Cool.
questions. Your turn.
My
Yeah.
brain hurts.
All right. Well, we'll pack up and get
At
get
this
going.
point, Zalson's like,
Right, let's go. Off he goes.
Onwards.
Zalston, you got to roll up the bedrolls first. Don't just leave everything there.
I'm not even sure if he went in the right direction.
You went back the way we
I didn't
came.
even check. I just got up and started walking.
I
I
mean,
mean, what bedrolls? I slept on the ground.
fair. And you guys aren't on the road because you're about 20 to 30 feet off the road.
Should I make a nature check or a survival
uh,
check?
you got short legs. I'm sure someone will stop you before you go too far.
I meant just to see if I'm going in even in the right direction.
Sure. Roll me a d4.
North is whichever way you're facing, right?
That's a 4.
So you're always heading north.
You see, I like that logic. That's a good logic.
You do start to walk the wrong direction. So from your current location, the road is like 30 feet roughly to the what is it? To
Say
the
it.
east. And you headed to the west.
Damn right I did. West it is.
Yeah. So I'm assuming someone will stop him from going too far.
Yeah.
Mm.
You do
You're-
still have
Yup.
you do still have Ridley and Mercy and Elias are there as well.
Who's Ridley?
The
Oh, the Dragonborn.
Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy, right? Yeah.
That's right.
The other
Remember,
one.
we're keeping him alive until we get back to our time because he hasn't actually committed any crimes yet. Deal?
I mean,
If he
it's
hasn't
not
committed
exactly
any
how it works.
crimes, then do we really need to tie him up?
We're in at a point in time where the crime he has committed has not happened yet, but he's from a time where he has committed that crime, so therefore he is.
How about everyone who
Blood.
came here? How about everyone who came here, we keep them alive until we go back, yes?
Should I take another D4 psychic damage?
Yeah.
Oh God. Max damage.
Oh,
Also, we should probably not talk about the time travel stuff in front of other people just yet.
oh yeah.
I mean, Elias and
Mercy.
actually no, you didn't say anything.
Didn't say anything last time.
No, you didn't.
To me, although
I'll
I was
say
out-
that they're packing their stuff up slightly away from you guys
Yeah.
and
Okay.
didn't hear that.
So can we untie Ridley or no?
No.
Okay. Sorry, Ridley, you're still tied up.
Yeah, suck it, Ridley.
Sad Dragonborn sounds.
Wow. All right, so May, Jago, which way are we actually heading?
That way.
That way.
The opposite to which Zouston just walked. Did anyone stop Zouston?
Dalston. This way.
Oh shit! Right. Okay. Turn around and go back the other. Go the exact opposite direction.
He's heading in the right direction now, though, right? He's following us, yes?
I assume so.
I hope so.
Yes, I'm following you.
And me and Jago look like other people.
Yes. Alright.
Heading towards Watervale.
Yeah, you are generic
Generic guy.
generic user. Like when you hit the dice button on character creation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys heading towards Watervale. It's probably about, I think I said about 8 hours from your current location. If you move at a pace.
Generic user 58367. Thank you, material scraps.
Alright, so someone roll me a d20.
Not it.
Sure.
Not it.
No, yeah, I'll do it.
Did you roll your omens, mate?
I did not, thank you.
I can't roll.
You can't roll?
No.
And I need a piece of paper.
16. It's actually a pretty nice morning. Travel goes by without too much issue. Was there anything that you guys wanted to discuss on the way through? Wanderer?
I just have one. I'm gonna rope as many people as I can to play I Spy. That's all I'm doing for the last 8 hours is playing I Spy.
Alright, I'll have a go. I spy with my little eye something beginning with R.
You can spell.
Sometimes.
Redley.
Yeah, Ridley.
Nope.
While this is going on, I'm just going to talk to May and ask what are you planning to do when we get there?
I
Have
I
you
don't,
even
I
thought
don't
about
know.
that? So what, are we just going to wander into town and stand there, or like?
Well, no, I think we should
No,
probably
maybe.
go and talk to the elders. But how we? Well, I mean, I
What
know
are we
how I
going
can
to
make them
say?
believe. Well,
Yeah.
I'll just show them who I am, and then
But-
now I've all of a sudden got this magic. I think that would
Maybe-
make them believe.
Maybe you could, yeah. The way how you are now, or the way you used to look. Oh, it's
Well,
the
obviously
same
the way
thing
I
in-
used to look, and then the way I look now, and say this is the proof of what happens.
what if we run into our younger selves?
And that's why I think we should go in there disguised for now, and then just try and avoid our younger selves and everyone
Well,
we're connected to.
I mean, I could tell myself some stuff maybe, and okay, well, we'll
You're
put
going
up
to
the
go be
order.
besties with yourself, aren't you?
No, not besties. I mean, hey, I hate myself as much as anyone else here does, but you know, it might be some information that might, you know.
Do not make out with your mother. Time travel facts.
There might be an almanac that I could take, and you know, no, it's probably best to avoid ourselves. Yes.
Yeah. And if we happen
So-
to bump into ourselves, then we say hi and move on.
Sure.
I don't know what to do, Jago.
I think you might be on the right track, and just talk to the elders and see. Should we warn them of what's about to
Yes.
happen, or?
Because at the very least, we could potentially save everyone, and then a different version of me can still live her life. The one that we planned.
Through.
I don't know.
Okay, Wanderer, you got it. That's correct.
Woohoo! I win!
For Armando Special Brew.
Oh, I thought it starts with an A. Armando.
It's even written on the bottle.
A. Armando's.
Armando. Armando.
It
I'm
starts
sorry.
with an A.
I'm sorry, sure. Jago and
Set
Meg,
off.
I was too busy trying to guess what the R word was and didn't listen to any of that. No.
That's fine.
Alright, so you guys discuss your plans quietly, I assume.
No.
Moving forward. While Wanderer and Zouston, names of difficult to know, and Ridley have a go at playing I Spy, which is very difficult for Ridley because he still has his mouth wrapped.
What about
While
Hal?
that-
Is Hal playing?
Yeah, I'll have a go. All right. How does it go? I spy this tiny spider in my eye. Peter begins with P.
Wow.
Blood.
Yes, it does, buddy. Yes, it does.
I win.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yes.
We officially have a toddler walking around with us.
and you got Hal as well.
Yeah.
All right. That wasn't a jab at Zouston.
I was assuming bits.
Oh yeah, he does call you mummy.
I was about when he said spider in my eye. I was like, Bits, get out of Hal,
Get out of my
Get out of his
head.
get out of there.
But it's warm and cozy.
Drink some cement, you'll be fine.
No, it's the cement that's doing it because he took the cement dry.
Yeah, I got to mix it up so it doesn't.
He's got the grey lung.
No, I want the brain
God, that hurts.
cell.
Uh,
There's just one brain cell bouncing between Zouston and I.
Ding, ding,
So-
ding, 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 ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
while this happens, you get closer and closer to Watervale. I'd say you're about a 10-minute walk from the front gates. It's been really bizarre for May and Jago because the closer they get, memories start flooding through of, you've walked this road so many times and you get that nostalgia as you're heading back towards the town. But you also have the nerves of what the fuck are you walking into?
I sort of start walking a bit slower, and I'm like wringing my hands, and just like you can see, she's starting to get really nervous and agitated.
Jago will walk up next to May and grab her hand and just like squeeze it, and it's okay. It will be okay. Just take a deep breath, okay?
It's about this time that
Continue
Elias
walking.
looks across to you guys and he's like, all right, so I assume first thing we should do is probably go to the elders so we can sort out this, who can be trusted and who can't be trusted issue that we were having last night.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. As I do that to literally everybody in the group.
Are you hovering in front of your eyes or poking them into your the holes?
Every now and then, yeah, I guess.
No depth perception with these motherfuckers.
Nah.
That sounds like a great idea. Elias, was it? Yeah. And after that, let's find a pub.
Yeah, are there any pubs around?
There are a few.
Yes.
Awesome.
I can help us get discounts on drinks.
I'm getting low on all my notes.
So you guys enter. Did you want to describe what they see as you enter the town, May?
No, because you never told me to prepare anything.
Good. I just wanted to make sure you
That's
didn't
your
have
job.
anything already planned out in your head. All right. So as you enter, it is like a similar kind of setup to Silvano in the sense that it is like a small, medium to small encampment of sorts, but it is like Silvano was very like temporary based. This has been like they've got sturdy buildings, and it is just a small town that is surrounded by
Structured,
this.
yeah.
Yeah. It is surrounded by maybe a 15 to 20-foot fence line that goes right around. There is an entrance and an exit, like gates. There's usually guards posted at each. As you walk through, one of the guards kind of looks at Elias expectantly, does a half cock of the head with the amount of people he wasn't expecting, but allows you guys through without issue. As you walk into the city, the town, walking past buildings, and there is one building that stands out for May and Jago, which is a small little it's like a little house that has like a front yard. There's a couple of kids playing in the front yard, and
I freeze.
they are just. I have to pull up the notes because I forgot. I even got you to send me that shit.
It was 20 years ago. It has been a while.
23 years.
It's been a while.
Been a while.
Been a while.
There was 3 kids, wasn't there?
4.
There's only 2 outside at the moment that are playing.
Which ones?
Scrolling. I don't even remember what chat.
Shit, too, because my notes with all the names and shit aren't here, so I have no idea either.
Like the 2 youngest, the older ones would be doing chores.
Did you want to
Let's go.
describe what they look like?
Let's go.
Well, like, you just scroll to try to find it.
Scrolling.
So this is a few years before the thing. So you'd see a little 2-year-old girl with long, like bright blonde, almost white hair, and the same sort of facial structure as May's. And you see a 5-year-old boy playing with her, and he's got darker hair that's sort of like, you know, when it's black, but in the sun, you swear you almost see a bit of blue. His hair's just stark black, short, and
Blue black.
Blue black, yeah. And has May's eyes, but the rest of his face is unfamiliar.
So they are currently playing in the front yard, and I don't know where the notes have gone. Oh well. I meant to write it out today and I forgot. So you take a bit of a wide berth, avoiding.
How far away are the kids
Thank you.
from us? Like,
You're welcome.
So you guys, like, the house is like on the main road heading towards the center of the town where the town hall is.
mm-hmm.
So you guys are on the road, so about 60 feet.
I start walking over.
That damn 60 feet.
You're probably about 30
Yeah,
feet from them.
Yeah, I was going to do the same. So I guess me and May start walking over.
As you like approach, you see a familiar face sitting in a chair on the front patio of May. Just kind of keeping half an eye out. Sees you guys approaching.
Nudge May.
Like,
Nudge May and...
good morning. No, good afternoon. How you guys doing?
Hi.
Good.
We're
Hello.
good.
Hello. I better not speak like Jago.
Maybe not.
And that was the end of past May.
Get over here. God damn it.
Vega
Are
suddenly
these
fades
your
away.
children?
What was that?
Are these your children?
Yes.
They're beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Um,
Cherish
Um,
them.
I try to. I'm just about to make some tea. Would you like some?
No, thank you. We've actually got to meet with the elders. Could you point us in the direction of the main hall?
Oh, yeah. If you just follow this road straight up there, it's probably about 60 feet away. Say 120 feet away. That's 260 feet.
Well done, math.
So it could be anywhere from here to like Timbuktu.
So thank you for that. You enjoy your evening.
Oh, you too.
Stay strong, my friend. See you later.
And I sort of take another look at the kids and turn around and walk away.
It's funny because if this was to happen to current May, you'd be suspicious as fuck. But this is past May,
Yeah.
so she's just like, oh, what a nice group of couple of people. And she goes and gets her tea supplies.
May doesn't drink tea; she drinks coffee.
Yeah. It's a dark tea. So yeah, you guys follow the road towards town hall, and you see it is like in the center of the town, this massive building that I mean, May and Jago, you've been to it multiple times.
I think I used to be a guard. I did guard work a lot around the town.
Yeah,
I used to
and-
work for him. I knew exactly where it was. I just panicked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where we accidentally bump into Jago. Past Jago.
So May's like, you worked a lot in here with Larry, couldn't remember his name again. Doing odd jobs for the elders and research and whatnot. So you approach the stairs, go up, and you like go through the door. Sorry, go through the door, and there is a desk with just a regular Joe sitting behind this half elf. Looks maybe 15, 16, young boy. He looks up and he's like, can I help you guys?
I'll sort of usher Elias over.
How you going? What are you here for? Elias is like, I've got an appointment to see the elders, I believe. Fucking hate this. Why are you making me do this?
Sucked in, cunt.
You this to yourself.
What was your
You
name? Elias. I forget his last name. It's Storm something. Storm Rider.
Storm Strider, isn't it? Storm Rider.
Riders of the Storm. I may or may not have been listening to that when I was creating it. Joe looks into his book and finds the name. He's like, "Oh, okay, yep. Just wait in that offshoot room, and someone will come collect you soon." Is this whole party with you? Elias looks back and goes, yes. Is there enough room in that room for us? Yeah, there should be. Just won't be enough seats, but yeah, just go in there. Shouldn't be too long." And he ushers you back into this offshoot room. As you guys go back in there, it's just a small waiting room. There is like 2 bench seats along the side walls, small little circular table that has like glasses of water and stuff, like glasses and a thing of water.
I immediately go in and I, well, no, there's not much room for seats. Then I'll sit on the table.
I'm just going to take rip or before I rip it. I'm just going to write. I'm going to start writing in my little book, and once I'm finished writing, I'm going to rip that piece of paper out.
Okay.
I will explain later.
Very cute.
Can I, sorry, I just make sure I'm reading the spell. There's water in here, yes?
Yes.
Wonderful, I'm gonna turn to the rest of the group. Question, what's everyone's favorite flavored drink, not alcohol?
I don't understand the question.
Rain.
Okay, Rain, I'm gonna pour a cup for Hal, and I'm going to use prestidigitation to make it taste like rain.
Excellent. I'm going to take a sip of that and just go, that's some good rain.
I turn to everyone else. Favorite flavor drinks? Maybe I can do
Spicy.
alcohol now. Okay, spicy. You now have spicy water.
Whew.
I make it
Soda
the water
water.
taste. I make the water taste
Yeah.
like that. The water tastes like that.
Just to try and get back in the spirit of things, I'd take a glass of water and I'll go, how about burrito flavored water?
Oh, I can do that. Done.
Oh, I'll try some of that.
I'll just pass the glass to Jago. I'm not drinking that.
Dirty hot dog water.
I mix both the spicy water and the burrito water together. I make a spicy
That's
burrito
not,
water.
It's not okay.
Oh,
We don't do that here.
I
You
taste
still chew like you're expecting it to be a burrito.
Just put water in your mouth and
I take a sip of the rum flavored water, and
It tastes exactly like it.
yeah, but it's
Not burning you, though.
there's no burn. And
Spicy rum water.
hey, actually, Jago, give me some of that spicy water.
I thought I silenced that for fuck's
It's spicy.
It's like Carolina Reaper version of water. Nice.
I turn to
Not get me
Mercy.
drunk, but it'll do.
I turn to Mercy and Elias. Favorite flavored drinks?
She just looks at Elias and she's like,
Don't take us. Get ready.
folds her arms and doesn't respond.
Okay, Elias. I can also take a sip of it too if you don't trust me. That's totally fair. I fully understand that.
So you're saying you can make it taste like anything?
Anything, even a burrito. Hey, Jago, how's it taste?
Mwah!
See?
Can you do like apple pie with cream?
I can do that. Prestidigitation, I make it taste
Don't
exactly like
say
that.
He
Oh my
takes a
God.
sip and is quite amazed by the
My
flavors.
head was about to explode.
I slowly turn to Mercy with like the biggest like puppy dog eyes I can handle.
She just stares down at you. And
I
she's
just-
like, and Elias goes, she's on the job. She's not getting paid to socialize, unfortunately.
What if I pay you? Just to have a drink.
Currently under my
What if I
contract.
pay you to socialise?
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, fair. I'm gonna make mine taste like something from back home, as I always do, and I just down it in like a shot. But it's just a cup of water.
DM, while this is all happening, can I just stand behind, like, basically hide behind May and turn myself invisible?
Where'd you go?
So, can I use a spell slot?
Are you trying to make it subtly for everyone, or
No, I'm trying to sort of like slip behind May and hide, and then sort of turn invisible so that I'm like not drawing any attention to anyone else. I'm doing it slyly, basically.
So roll a stealth. But like, are you trying to hide it from everyone, or just from like
Yes.
Elias and Mercy?
No, from everyone.
All right, so roll your stealth and see if it beats everyone's passives.
Okay. I need to change to abilities.
It'll beat mine.
I think the highest passive is like 16, maybe.
Oh,
Oh,
No,
fucking
mate.
hell.
I love how me and Hannah are both like, nope.
No. Mine's 16. That's why I know Maze is better.
Mine's
I only
18.
rolled a 5.
So I know.
Yeah,
so May notices.
That's
I'd
all right.
say Wanderer notices. What's your passive, Al?
Passive what?
Perception. Sorry.
Perception 0.
Wait, what?
What?
I don't know.
Passive
What?
perception.
Passive. So
Passive perception would be 10.
In the box called listed as senses, you have passive
And
perception.
under
passive
your saving
perception, passive
throws.
insight. Yes, the box under saving throws.
I didn't catch any of that.
in your
Oh, there it
abilities,
is.
that-
Perception, yeah, it's 10.
all right, so Jago's just disappeared
So-
from your point of view.
So who and then as I hide behind doing that, I don't care if May but anyway, I'm going to turn invisible and leave the room.
Hang on.
Did it beat Elias, Ridley, and Mercy's passive perception?
That's what I was just checking. As you turn invisible, you see Mercy kind of like cock her head tiny, like towards where you were standing, and take half a step closer to Elias.
Okay, I'm going to leave the room. I'm going to go back out and head back towards where I saw May and the kids.
Yep.
And the note that I wrote, that I have rolled up into I'm going to try and sneakily put that on younger May without her noticing. You can come back to that if you want after or whatever.
No.
It's all good.
Yep. Well, they're in the room for probably about 15 minutes while the elders are getting ready anyway, so you've probably got time to do this.
Okay.
Just roll another stealth.
With advantage because I'm invisible.
Yes. Fuck. Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
off.
You managed to slip the note in and steal a cookie without issue.
Yo.
And it was like the last cookie that was on the plate as well.
Oh no! If I would have known that probably would have been for the kids, I wouldn't have taken that.
Just a bite.
Just maybe just a nibble.
Why does the rest of this cookie taste like spicy burrito?
Why is it spicy?
Why is it spicy?
It's cinnamon. It's fine. Yeah. So you managed to.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Why, James? Why?
What?
Why do you bring flashbacks to my...
What?
I just remember, like, what was it? You and your brother, like, all sitting there in the freaking kitchen, and yeah, you wanted to do the paprika thing, but you didn't have paprika, so you used cinnamon instead. And I just had a massive spoonful of cinnamon, and
No,
we all
the
put
other
that
way
in our
around.
mouths and then
It's
died.
the other way around. It's a
The other way
cinnamon
around
roll.
is
We didn't
cinnamon
have
challenge,
cinnamon,
you know.
so we used paprika.
Oh, there you go.
That would have tasted better.
It
No.
burnt so bad
Still would
behind
have had the
the
same
nose,
effect.
No.
and it was all we could smell for like a week afterwards.
Should have
Yeah.
used cayenne pepper instead.
Oh god.
Yeah, so we you make it back to the room. Was there anything else you wanted to do while you were invisible?
No, just deliver that note. And then making my way back down, walking fast. I don't care because I'm invisible. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
So is that a concentration spell? And
No, invisibility.
yeah,
I think it is.
Yeah, it might be.
and I think
so.
Yes, concentration.
yeah, and you've got the alter self up as well. Is that concentration? And that only lasts for an hour, doesn't it?
I thought you had the
remember.
hat
I
on.
think I still.
That's
No,
not that bad.
Zalson's got his hat back.
Okay.
No, I'm pretty sure I took that back off here, didn't I?
Nope.
Also,
Oh.
disguise self is not concentration. It just it's on and it's
Yeah.
there for an hour.
I currently have it equipped
Yeah.
and attuned.
So either or, yeah, disguise, yeah, basically. I can just keep redoing that.
Is that spell slot though? Just to keep on top of it?
No, disguise self is a spell slot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So going for about 10 minutes, if that. Back, and you come back into the room, and they're still standing there, waiting. Do you just apparate again, or?
Or no, I'd sort of like to, like, I don't know, appear out behind May again or something. I don't know, or like, you know, when you like drop something on the ground, you're like, oh, here it is, and then you lift back up. You go, oh, hey guys.
Right, dude, you were down
I
there for
don't
a
know
while.
what's in the room to. I don't know.
Not much. Like, it is a smallish room that has like seats on, like bench seats on either side of the wall, and then at the end of between the two bench seats, there's a small table that Souston's moved the glasses and bottles off, and is currently sitting cross-legged on.
Right in the middle.
What I will do is I will how tall is Mercy?
5'6".
He says
Tall
she's a
enough for me to,
big bitch.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. 6'4".
I don't know if I wrote it on the sheet.
or if I can't jump up to her head height.
Because she's a tiefling, they're usually over 6 feet. Sorry,
Yeah.
Shane.
That's all right. Then I'll just fucking walk up the wall and I just want to smack her on the back of the head.
Do you want to die?
Did you not learn from?
Oh, no, like playfully, or just like flick her ear or something. You know, not cause damage.
That sounds better.
Yeah, not.
Ear flick won't drop it. Won't cause invisibility to drop.
Yeah, I know that. I realize that it will cause invisibility to drop, but that's if I do it. That's if it's an attack, right? But if it's
But
just
ear flick, you might be okay.
just a ear flick or like one of those playful, like, you know, like a gib slap sort of thing. But you know, yeah.
As you do
Ask
that,
him, do you want to die?
she's got her arms crossed still, standing next to Elias. As you do that, she's quick to spin around and club back in hand, like scanning around the room.
Yeah, she doesn't have a sense of humor.
I'll go back behind May and turn visible again. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to flick her in before I turn. make use of the invisibility at least.
Wow.
Mate, have you tried the pumpkin water? Oh, sorry, Hal.
Rude.
The what? What?
The plum water. Have you
She
tried
said
the plum
pumpkin water.
How
It's-
dare they?
It's for darn them! I'll
Is that-
change the flavor right now.
Is that classed as cannibalism
Cannibalism.
for you, Al?
Yeah, technically.
Here we go. Some nice sunflower water.
Thank you.
I don't know. I just panicked. I look at me and say, I just panicked.
Why does everybody keep feeding me
Throat
water?
I think he might have enjoyed that.
You might grow. All right. So as you guys are waiting for the elders to arrive, or at least summon you, we're going to take a break. So we'll be back in 10 minutes.
Cure.
And we're back. All right. So you guys are waiting in the waiting room. Joe walks in. He's like, "Oh, they're ready to see you now. This way." And you follow him out, and he goes down a hallway and into this main office, I guess. It's like if you were to walk in here with no idea that this was like an office, you'd say it was a library. It is just books, ceiling to floor, everywhere. There's like
Hello there.
The fuck was that?
Who was
Sorry. Fucking, this is the second time. I swear I've put this on mute. My phone on mute. It's my phone.
Yeah. All I heard. It is like
All right.
just
Definitely on mute now.
almost a circular room that is just ceiling to floor books, and some look like they're professionally bound, others look like notebooks, and there is a multiple desks around the outskirts of the walls where you see like writing implements and books open, and then in the center of the room there is a half circle table with 6 individuals sitting around, and you look across and you see the 6 elders of Watervale. Elias steps forward and he's like, "Hello again. Always so confronting walking into this room. I have some people that I believe you know, and if you don't, then they've got some explaining to do." And he kind of ushers his arms towards May and Jago that are currently in disguise.
I just walk forward and like nod at Jago to like walk forward with me. I said, "Well, you don't know the rest of them, but you do know us." And I drop my form to look like original May.
I shall just drop my form, I guess, or just drop my disguise to look like current Jago, because I've got nothing else.
You see a couple of them. So actually, both May and Jago, you'd know the council members. So you got Elwyn Elderwood. He's an elf. You got Aldrich Thorn, who is a human. Lyra Meadowlight. She's a half elf.
Oh my god, you're going too fast. Can't write it down.
Hmm?
It's all right. I'll get the note. I'll get the names off you.
So Elwyn Elderwood is an elf.
Elwyn, elf.
Elderwood.
Yep. So he's on the end. Aldrich Thorn is a human. He's next in.
Eldrick.
Lyra
Thorn.
Meadowlight is a half elf.
Lyra.
Lyra, Lyra.
Lyra.
Lyra. And then you've got Bartholomew Greystone, who's male human next in line. Yep.
What was he? Human?
Yep.
Sorry.
You've got Nayana Whisperwind. She's an elf. And Ronan Halfbrook, who's a half elf.
Cool.
So, Aldrich, Bartholomew, and Ronan look like they're in their about 60s. The others are hard to tell because they're elf lineage.
The elves,
you know they've been elf and half elf, like, you know, it's hard to pick. going somewhere with this, and I don't remember where. As you, that's a good start.
We just said you know us, and then we dropped our disguises.
So probably 2 out of the 6 kind of move the seat half back as you do so. Sorry.
And I'll just like, put my hands up and say, "There's no need to be scared or worried. I can explain everything."
Elowen kind of looks up and goes, "So you want us to believe that you are May and Jago? Can you
Yes.
prove
Yes.
this?
Hey, May.
Because we've just seen that you can obviously change your appearance. So what's to say that you're just pretending to be these two?"
Ask her to pick any book out of here, and I guarantee she knows exactly where it is.
Yeah.
Definitely better than my plan.
Hold that thought. And Ronan, who's on the left-hand side, is going to get up and he's going to walk towards there is a, so you guys came in, like, say, the south entrance. There's a left door, right door, and door at the back that, like, leave this room, and he's going to go out the left door, and you hear him talking to someone, and then he comes back in. He's like, "How about we just wait, say 10 minutes, and someone should be here that could be able to at least prove who May is."
Or please don't go and get May herself, because that might make things wobbly.
I mean, you could go and get Jago.
Um,
Well, no, we don't know what would happen.
I mean, no, don't
we've-
do that.
about
we've-
10 minutes go by, and Larian
So
walks
we're
in.
just standing there waiting for 10 minutes in silence.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're like just writing.
I mean, I could offer my suggestion, but I don't. But I could guarantee you that my two friends, May and Jago, here won't like my option. Spells tend to drop when the person who casts them goes unconscious, right?
Yeah, but right now, like
No.
in this timeline, Zalston, nobody had magic. Not like this, anyway.
Oh, so they wouldn't understand that concept, I guess. Yeah, you're probably right.
There was only little sprouts of magic here and there.
But
Not...
look at you growing, suggesting it before doing it.
I'm so proud.
That's because I know if I was just to knock May out right now, I'd be in a lot of trouble when she woke up.
You're still learning.
Yeah, so
Maybe before she woke up.
10 minutes goes
we'll
by.
stand
not even,
here awkwardly and wait.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's not even really 10 minutes.
Not awkward if you're drunk.
And Larian comes in through that left door.
I freeze up immediately, and my eyes fill with tears.
Did you want to describe what everyone sees? Because you'll do it more justice than me.
Larian has long, straight, blonde, almost white hair, and pretty much just to make it easy, he looks like Legolas. That's how he looked, but like a bit slightly older and more stoic looking. Chiseled jawline, yeah.
He walks in and like, "May, what?" Kind of confused. What? How'd you get here before me? He was at the house with May.
I'm just speechless. Staring at him.
Ellen's gonna like go. All right, so you say that you're May. Maybe you could say something that only you and Valerian would know to prove that you are who you say you are, because he's the one that knows you best.
I just look at him and say, "Hello, my stars."
Like my moon.
It's been a long time, for me at least.
He's kind of hesitant. He's like, "What is going on?"
I'm not. I am May, but 23 years' time, May. Me and my friends here, Jago included, we've travelled in time back here, and
Twice for me.
twice for Jago.
Once forward, once back.
We've come to talk to you all and warn you and try and stop what's going to happen in 3 years' time. Are we 3 years or 2 years before the conflicts?
3.
3. And I know the elders probably have some groups working on the Conflux. I don't know if it was called that back here because, well, we weren't assigned that research. But
Larian and you were assigned to check wild magic pockets
pockets, yeah.
around, which were increasing. But yes.
Yeah. So the pockets magic increasing, and I'm not sure what the elders put together from everybody's research, but a magical explosion of sorts happens. And, well, Wanderer, help me out here. And I just start showing them magic, like produce flame, mold earth. I just start doing magic.
I cast some pretty magical lights and turn some person's hair bright pink, and I turn their drinks to look all like wine and taste like wine, but not wine.
I'll cast light on my finger.
Ta-da!
You see,
I'll also, yeah.
Nyana. She's taking lots of notes, and she seems fascinated with this. And she's like, maybe we should take this into the arcane research area.
Sure. Look, I will. Like, we've stopped casting magic now, and I'm just like, I'm happy to talk to you about magic and show you everything that I'm capable of now. But the most important thing, forget the conflux. Everyone here is going to die. And how you saw me change my form before. Sorry, Shane, go.
No, you're right. You keep going.
How's that how you saw my form before? How I can change how I look. Well, the truth is, this is also another disguise to look like how I used to look. But I look like this now, and it fades, and you see all the burns.
After May said everyone dies, regardless of his reaction, Jago's going to run up to Larian and hug him at any sort of waist level and just say, "Brother," and just squeeze as hard as he can.
As you do that, he instinctively does what he always does, and that's like puts the arm on your shoulder, like the hand on your shoulder, just like the re-support of, you know, I've got you, like,
yeah,
how he's always done it.
Yeah.
But you feel it falter as May drops her form again, just in not so much. It's not. How do I word it? Not believing that she isn't May. It's shocked to see how much damage her body is taken, with all the scars that are present. And he like takes half a step back almost in like not I'd say in sadness rather than like fear or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then after that, like half a step, you see him start to walk towards you. Still with Jago like holding onto the leg like the little kid. And,
Jago's crying, holding his leg,
he just
weeping.
he walks up and just ever so gently takes the back of his hand and runs it just down your cheek and down your neck, feeling the scar tissue rub underneath his hand. And then
So if it was fake, you wouldn't feel that.
And he wraps his hand around the back of your head and brings you in and just like holds you and just kisses your forehead.
I just start crying. Everyone dies. Everyone, apart from me and Jago, because he was sent to Rockdale to get supplies. But mercenaries come and they slaughter everybody.
I watched you die, brother. You told me to save May, and when I came back to you, well, everyone dies.
Maybe this time they don't have to.
That's our hope.
Everyone's dead, Dave.
I knew you were going to fucking do that.
What have I been eating? The crew.
And I just I look over to the elders. I just go, I don't know who you're fucking with, but they don't like that you're studying the Conflux. And they come and they kill everyone. And the what were they called? Yeah, I'm fine.
The Veiled Order.
The Veiled Order. I say, the Veiled Order aren't to be trusted.
And as you say that, Elias is like, hang on a sec. What?
We'll get to you, cunt.
Wait, what?
I just go, look, it's not all of the Veiled Order. The things we did find out in 20 years' time, they do break up. And I look at Elias and I go, half of your order is corrupt.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Hey, Elias, do you know a guy called Bolog?
You can get revenge a second time.
You say that, and he's like, that's my
Two faces.
superior.
Yeah. And then point down at my belt.
He looks down at your belt and he's like,
I make it glow like neon colors as well to like help with the face. See?
Yeah, he did experiments on me. So I did this to him.
well, that's not what the Veil Order's made for. Like, we are trying to find out what is causing these wild magic bursts and possibly stop it from doing damage.
And do you want to know what the other half of your order ends up doing?
I mean, if there's a chance for me to stop it.
Creating people like this. No offense, because like I don't mean it to come across like that, but they kidnap and torture and experiment on living beings.
Hi.
Hey, yeah, then half of your people, half of your order are looking to harness it.
They take creatures who aren't even Honestly, who aren't even fleshy like this, that are scaly, and turn us into fleshy people like you.
You say as Ridley is still bound at your side.
Oh yeah, he's working for them, by the way.
Yeah. Do you have something to contribute? Or take off the mouthpiece.
Look, orders get given. Soldiers carry out orders.
Okay, back. Yep. Sorry, we're dealing with it. But yeah, Zouston and I, as long as everyone here, I'm assuming not Hal, but we'll see, victims of what's going to happen in 3 years or so. Some of us are more by the order, kidnapping, torturing. I now don't have scales or a tail. It was very confronting.
They did horrible experiments on me. Look what they did to my face.
Look what they did to him.
That's why you should see the
Right.
dungeon face grinning.
I'm 23 years old.
You see two of them, like, kind of, probably.
They took his face off.
Nana's like still writing. She's pretty much like scribing everything that's happening. You see Aldrich and Ronan, the two, so the human and the half elf, like almost fall off their seat because they didn't realize that Hal was alive, and they were like, and it's just a scarecrow who's being dragged in with these guys. Yes, look, how about, this is Nana again. She's like, how about we go into the arcane area, we can discuss how we can prepare ourselves and, see your capabilities and whatnot. And then, I guess, work out where to go from there.
I'm gonna lean down to Zouston and whisper, sorry, no, I'm gonna message to Zouston so only he hears it. And I'm gonna message, what's the chances that these guys are gonna make us disappear?
Really?
Good.
And I'm gonna also message it to like May and Jago and Hal. You can reply to this message without anyone else hearing.
Yeah.
What did you say? The chance they're gonna off us?
Yeah, pretty
Basically.
much. Yeah.
I'll just reply. So I'll say back to her. I don't think they'd do that, but if they did, we're all quite capable to try and stop them.
I also respond, they're welcome to fucking try.
I'm
Okay.
hungry.
Yeah.
That's what you're inspired.
Well timed.
Yeah.
Can you make me that burrito water again?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sorry. Can I borrow this cup of water? Thanks. Burrito water. There you go. By the way, what's all of your favorite foods? I can make your water taste like it.
Are you almost finished? Okay. Yeah, shut up.
Was that
Have you-
towards the elders or?
Yeah. Have you? Are any of you like, I don't know, lactose intolerant or have a nut allergy? Have you ever wanted to know what nuts taste like?
No.
He's nuts.
Let's save this for the research room.
The research room.
Sorry, I don't have good vibes or memories with research.
Look, we are. May can attest for this. We are a research town. Like, that is our sole export import. We're researchers, we're professors, we're archaeologists, we strive for knowledge.
I messaged May, do we trust these guys? Are we going with them? I'm with you
Yes.
all the way. Okay.
Yes, we
Nadia!
trust them.
May says so.
But
I'll follow.
trust me. If anything goes sideways, I'll be the first to tell you when to start shooting.
Excellent.
Alright, so you Nana and Lyra stand up and they lead you through the back door behind the desk. They turn around and they're like, Laren, if you want to come, you're more than welcome. Don't believe you've been to this room before. It's usually off limits, but, you know, under the circumstances, it may give you an eyeball into your future, I guess, really. So you're more than welcome to come. And Larian's like, okay, yep. I need to know what the fuck's going on. Okay. And you go through the back door, and then it goes into like a small little corridor and then a T intersection. You go down the right, and there is a locked door that has Watervale Arcane Collective written above the top of this door, and Nayana pulls out a ring of keys and goes through the finds the right one, unlocks the door, and you enter, and it is a pretty dark. Like there's a few little candles lit research area. Like it's not well lit. There's lots of
Cast light.
as you light it up there. This room is a wooden table in the center, like ceiling to floor, little pigeonholes that all have these rolled up little scrolls or like scroll like paper, and it is just floor to ceiling filled with all these notes of paper. And there is like at the end of the table there is like effectively a whiteboard that is like a chalkboard that has all these recent like wild magic bubbles and stuff around the maps where they're located, information about what the occurrences are that have happened around certain ones, and just basic information of what they've received. And they're trying to it's kind of like a murder board where they're trying to either work out where it's originating from or like backtrack to where it originated from. And yeah,
take my phone out and take a picture of it.
Jeff, I think your mic's muted.
Yeah, it was. I was talking to other people.
Oh, okay, sorry.
All good.
So yeah, you guys shuffle into this room, and so Lyra and Naila seem this is their area, and Naila starts grabbing like certain bits of paper and starts asking like, so when did this start happening? I need dates, I need locations, what exactly happened in this conflux? Do you know the cause of it? Do you know just like a million questions, just bang, 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 bang after another,
I mean,
one after another.
All I know is that it happened, and I got myself a sweet job, keeping wacky, weird, magical creatures under control.
So it brought other creatures in.
Some weird looking shit. I scored myself a sweet job, killing rogue creatures out just outside Dorelia. Kept me fed, kept me drunk. It was awesome. But then shit got weirder, and I got kidnapped and experimented on.
So where did it originate from? Like, you see like this defeated look in her face, and she turns to May and she's like, was there a single location that it started from, or was it like multiple locations? What
happened was DM, take it from there.
So the wild
I
magic
don't know.
burst.
Yeah, Zouston straight up doesn't know because he barely paid attention. He
Sorry.
didn't look at much.
So the wild magic burst shattered the world at the same time. Like it was, so the conflux almost destroyed the world as it hit, and it affected multiple places at once, and it was chaos. There was earth-shattering destruction of cities because the ground was shaking so much, like massive tidal waves. There was earthquakes, just destruction everywhere. And then all of a sudden, after the massive effect, it was, you know, magic was then suddenly there when it wasn't before. People were changing. People were doing magic without meaning to do magic. There was just chaos.
Oh yeah, that's right. And also, yeah, Elias, you're gonna look weird.
What?
Real weird.
What do you mean weird?
We didn't want to ruin the surprise.
Wait,
yeah,
is this the wait? Is Elias the guy you told me about, Zalston? The really the
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
and again, I
Yeah.
just describe it without describing it. Just go,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know, and that, and the
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh, oh, yeah, poor bugger. Oh.
But you're super real. You're still real nice. At least you are to me.
I'll say you spend a bit of time in this room with Naila and Lyra, and you give them as much information as you can.
Hey,
And
hey,
was there-
Zalston, do you want to give like a little demonstration on some, wild magic?
I mean, it doesn't seem to be working for me at the moment. But yeah, sure. Let's see if I can get angry.
roll a d20 for me.
Hell yeah!
I'm standing near
Hang on.
him. Do
First
I
things
also?
first. Let's
I
click
was
it
gonna
off.
say, hang on. It also makes explosions.
Too late.
Oops.
If you roll fireball on this
Alright.
motherfucker this time,
That was nearly a
roll,
4.
Zouston, roll me a d100, and Wanderer, roll me a d20.
98.
98. Jeez. Wanderer, you'll find.
Aww. Damn it.
I've got to find my D&D folder.
Oh,
Surprisingly, I feel okay. That can't be good.
You do. What form are you currently in, though?
She was in autumn. That's why she was so like, yep. Follow along with her. Everyone says.
Is that the back? No, autumn's.
Autumn's like more like on her arms.
Oh, this will work. So for the next minute, Zouston, you are surrounded by faint ethereal music.
that nobody else can hear.
No, everyone can hear it.
Everyone can hear it. Okay.
Yeah.
The rage drops immediately because I'm not fighting anything. But yes, and I'm like, a minute I go. Yeah.
I take out my harp to pretend I'm doing it to Zouster for a moment.
Nyana's like writing shit down. And was there anything that you didn't want to tell them?
I mean, I suppose we should.
Did everybody come in here with us? All the
Yeah.
elders?
Oh no, just Nana and Lyra.
Okay, so where did the other ones go?
They're still sitting out in the council chambers.
Okay.
So this is they're like the researchers that are focused on the wild magic. So you would have been given jobs from these two, but you've never been in this room because it is off limits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joe. Say what you were going to say.
Oh, I honestly straight up forgot. I was just gonna be like, Sometimes it's weirder than this. Sometimes it's worse. It's worse than this. Sometimes it's straight up harmless. But at the same time,
Different every time.
now I remember what I was going to say. Yeah, we don't want to. At the same time, we don't want to reveal too much because if we reveal too much, it could possibly change things and not necessarily for the better.
Well, we're trying to change things anyway, aren't we?
Yeah, but at the same time, if we change,
Yeah.
if we change some things,
No, you're
players
true.
might not die.
I'm gonna get everyone
friend?
to roll me. Well, everyone except for Hal to roll me a. Actually, there's not many original people left anymore. So Zouston, May, and Jago, roll me history checks.
Yeah, never mind. You don't need bardic inspiration. You guys are good.
All right.
I'm really
May,
not. Too late.
as you walked into this room, there was something that caught your eye when you were walking in. That's just been like buzzing around the back of your head as you guys have been talking, and it's like couldn't put your finger on it. And then like the more you're talking, the more you're giving this information to these people, the more it starts to like buzz louder and louder and louder, and then it like hits you, and it's like Wattlevale Arcane Collective.
You motherfucker!
Wow.
Okay.
They're the douchebags, right?
Sounds over my head.
Yes!
Yeah.
Wild Arcane Collective.
Wattlevale Arcane Collective.
Means nothing to me. I'm doing silly puns. You know, my grandfather actually has the heart of a lion and a lifetime ban at a zoo.
Does May say anything to anyone?
Not just yet. I'll get back to that. I just wanted to say that before, because I thought everybody came to this room, but they didn't. Could I make an insight check to see if there was anyone who looked like they didn't believe us or were really contemplating everything, and not just gauge what everybody's reaction was?
Roll an insight or perception, depending
Hey
on.
May, you're my bestest girlfriend. You got this. Take a bardic.
Thank you. I'll go perception. Bardic's D8.
Okay.
I'll use a D8 too, because why the fuck not? And it's a 1, so 28 total.
It's
all right,
always
so-
a 1 with you. Anytime I give you bardic, it's always
Yeah.
a 1.
It is.
So when you were standing in front of the table, the only thing that like that kind of picks up is everyone seems to believe it, but Nana is just writing the whole time.
Yeah.
It's the thing
Yeah.
that like just stands out. It's since you dropped that.
Can I
like,
try and peek what she's actually writing?
I mean, this is retroactive, but sure. As long as it's not going to interfere with how it just rolled out.
Oh, okay.
that
No,
makes sense.
no, that's all right.
I mean,
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
still
no, you know
writing.
what?
She is still writing in this room as you guys are telling her like information about like the conflux and your abilities and stuff like that.
Can I cast Detect Thoughts on her?
Sure.
I cast Detect Thoughts.
So you get surface thoughts without her knowing.
You get surface thoughts, and then I can dig deeper if I want to, and then have to make a save.
But they would be aware then if you're digging into their minds.
Yeah.
So the surface thoughts are, this is incredible. Capabilities. It's amazing. Like, if we could harness this, like,
Dig deeper.
everything, you dig deeper.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, get that bitch.
Oh!
Let's fucking go.
Wisdom saving throw, please, and you can take my omen to minus a d6 from the result.
Hey, do you want to minus something else from that? Your handwriting's not too good. I'm going to use unsettling words. You're
Now
also going
this
to
is the thing.
minus.
Would you know that
But you
she's
don't-
doing it?
Yeah, you. I don't
Yeah.
think you
Yeah,
know.
I'd argue you wouldn't.
That's all right. You got a minus a d6 from it.
Total of 4.
I dig deeper and I learn everything.
So this kind of plays in with your 28 as well, because her thoughts are very much, I need to get as much of this information to Borlag as possible. This is incredible. This is better than anything we could have thought would have happened. People are able to control it. We're able to modify people to control it. He succeeds in modifying people. He needs to start researching on modifying people. Oh, so many thoughts. It's just firing at 1,000,000 miles per hour. You're like struggling to keep up, but these are the main ones that are going through as you're digging deeper. That there are so many possibilities. At least 20.
If if everyone notices May, how she's normally got that pearly, like, opalescent skin, she is blood red, and tears are filling her eyes, and she looks over at Zalston. Don't kill her, but you can do something.
Wait, what?
To Nyama.
Did you say that out loud?
I'll say that out loud.
Dinama. Hey, Nama, what you writing there? I immediately start walking over to her.
What did you mean by that, May?
Am I
She's behind it all.
Axe is out.
Behind what?
She's working with Bullgag.
Axe is now held out at her throat.
Yep. Stands ready.
Can I use the spell command? Unsettling words and then spell command freeze to her.
Nice.
What's that first one do?
Unsettling words just means I'm gonna minus a d8 from her save, so she's minusing 8 from this save, and I'm gonna cast command.
That's gonna fail because it's 8.
Yeah, and my DC's 18, so she is just she follows the command for her turn. Basically, she freezes.
All right, so she's frozen for 6 seconds. What are you guys doing?
Tie her up. Do something to stop.
I snatched the book out of her hand.
What are the other people doing?
Well,
What's
Elias
that?
is kind of standing there, like, not really doing anything. Mercy's standing next to Elias. She's like, I had to guard Elias. Elias isn't in danger, so she's not doing anything.
What is Larian and Lyra doing?
Larian's kind of like trying to catch up with what the fuck's happening, but is more concerned with the shade of color that is currently over May. And
I'll look at Larian. Sorry, carry on.
Lyra's standing like opposite, like the other side of the table from Nyana. It's a weird fucking name.
Nyama.
Nayana. Nyana.
Nyana.
I've also turned into winter form, so blue skin. Now the runes are on my back, and I look fucking pissed.
So yeah, I snatched the book out of her hand.
This is even more confusing for Larian because you've suddenly gone to blue, May is red. This is like, what the
We-
fuck
we
is going?
switched. We
Well,
switched.
I'm just gonna hold a knife up to Lyra, and then have my other knife ready.
Yeah.
While I see Zouston walking over to Nyana.
I'll look at Larian and telepathically just say to him, I wasn't joking when I said everybody dies.
Like right now, bitch, you're all gonna die.
I'll snatch the book out of her hand and read it while the axe is still in her throat.
I'll just
I want to
say,
see what she's written.
Nyama's at the head of it, and our children get slaughtered.
I'm pretty sure the 6 seconds are up by now.
Roll. See, I don't know. Persuasion or intimidation, because it could go either way.
I'd
I
say
think you'd be going
persuasion.
for persuasion.
I'm not
Yeah.
intimidating him.
No, but it's a
I'm
very
just telling
intimidating
him.
thing to say as this is all happening.
Yeah.
So roll your persuasion. I will say an advantage because the kids.
Can I use my inspiration to roll it again?
Sure.
Can I use guidance too?
Sure.
Can I just use everything I've frigging got?
Hey,
Burn
May,
through that body.
convince
Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Alright, there's the guidance. There's my inspiration used.
14. All right.
Hey, 14, not bad.
He looks at you, and you see a look of fear come across his eyes.
Sorry, can you say that again?
You look at him, and well, he looks at you, and you see this look of fear come across his eyes as he takes half a step back from this situation. And
From
he's
me or
like,
the situation?
both. Like, he is looking for the door, but you're kind of standing between him and
In
the door.
front of the door, yeah.
How many people am I hold personally, May? 2 or 3?
Just those two, not Larian.
Done. All right. Assuming when I can go again, I'm going to hold upcast hold person to get the 2 council members.
So, Zouston, you grab the book out of
Yep.
Diana's hands.
Yep.
Diana's.
The
just called it Graham.
axe is still in her throat, and I'm gonna read what I'm gonna read. Try and read what she wrote in the 6 seconds that I have.
Yeah. Leading in, it was so the stuff that you see is like possibility of changing people's biology to enhance abilities.
That's all I need.
Yeah.
That's the point where I go into another rage.
Roll a d20.
Eight.
Yep. Wanderer,
What are you
roll
doing
a
with that
d20
book?
for me as well. And roll me a
Shit.
d100.
Throw the book, drop the book. What?
Well,
So Zouston, roll me a d100.
16?
Wanderer, roll me a d100.
19.
96.
96, not the fun number, but 96.
All right.
96
so,
is a number where they
Still-
ignore each other.
Yeah.
That's back to back.
And it's still in a
So-
weird way.
It's the top and tailing when you were kids, sleepovers.
So, Zouston, everyone in this room, because it's a 30-foot area, gain 5 temporary hit points.
Yay! Yay!
Yeah.
But
No,
But
for the next minute, creatures within 30 feet of you gain 5 temporary hit points at the start of your turn. These hit points do not stack.
nice.
So each
Okay,
turn
cool.
for the next minute, 5 temporary hit points.
Yay.
Okay.
But they don't stack, so it's just...
Manage
They don't stack.
XP.
Yeah.
Alright, and 96.
Yeah. Do I fireball everyone?
Nope. But everyone in this room, including you, gain vulnerability to piercing damage for the next minute.
Hey, Zelston, guess what?
Oh,
Wait, say that
I
again.
like
I'm
that.
feeling extra soft.
Everyone,
Vulnerability
including
to
piercing.
piercing damage. So
Not
Oh,
slashing.
sick.
Piercing.
For okay, at
Uh,
this point,
for how
after
long?
going into my rage, I crash tackle this bitch to the ground and straight up. After throwing the book aside, I knock it to the ground, pull out a dagger, and just give me one reason why I shouldn't end you right fucking now.
She's still frozen because this is still that.
The 6 seconds.
Yeah, this is all happening at the same time. I'm not doing initiative. I'm just
Yeah.
following through though. Hal, was there anything you wanted to do?
No, I'm standing back just watching this all unfold. I have no clue what's going on. Everybody's starting to it's starting to freak me out. It's like, why are we
Hey, this is
panicking?
kind of
Why are we
interesting.
freezing people now?
I'm gonna mage hand pick that book up that Zalson throws.
Yep, no worries. Easy.
I don't want to lose that.
She's gonna say, "Could she speak when she's frozen?"
No. Well, my only command to her was freeze, and that ends as soon as her turn. As soon as the 6 seconds ends.
I'm willing to wait. I'm on her now.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right.
You
So
know
we'll say
now.
we go back to
Top of the
top of the turn, which would
top of
be
the turn.
Yep.
like George and Wanderer. Sorry, fucking May and
Hey,
Wanderer.
Wanderer. Makes me feel
Okay.
better about calling Jago Waters last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just like to say
You're
to Larian, like, you don't need to be scared of me.
Yeah, May's got her own thing going on right now.
You see, like as you're saying this, your skin goes back to almost normal color. Like you still like
I'm
angry
furious.
and stuff, but
Yeah.
as you're saying it, you're connecting eyes and you feel that grounding connection that you haven't had for so long kind of re-hit, and you feel like that color and that anger drain just momentarily, enough for you to like make another persuasion.
It's like my turn's interceptive. Yes. Do you want a bardic? I'm
You
just gonna.
you do have
I'm-
advantage on
I
it
don't.
too.
I
No.
don't want to waste all your bardics, so I
No,
will
it's
just
no.
do.
This is what I'm here for. So as I'm walking over to where Zouston is, a dragon-style dagger in one hand. I'm gonna pat you just on the shoulder, as in you've got this.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my bardic too, but she's got no words, and she just walks over to where Zouston is.
Okay.
I get bardics back on a short rest anyway.
Fucking
So
hell.
Okay. Yeah, a really fucking important night, and I'm rolling like absolute dog.
I mean, you rolled an 8 on your
that's
bardic.
a 17.
Yeah, that's better.
17.
That's a 17.
Higher or lower?
You also use guidance, right?
Oh no, he rolled a 1.
Wait a
Fuck.
sec. Is Don't worry, May. If he succeeded, I have a silvery barbs ready.
I just like reach
So-
out a hand towards him.
And he reaches out, grabs it. He's like, "I'll make sure no one's coming," and walks outside and just closes the door. There is like the frosted glass square in the door, and you see as
Yeah.
he closes it behind him, he's just like leaning up against the door, and you can see like the outline of his body up
Okay.
against that glass.
I just sort of turn to Hal, like just before you go to everyone else, sort of say, "Can you keep an eye on the door and Larian?"
You mean
Yeah.
this is a new field
Thank
to
you.
watch?
Oh my god! I just gave it. You're good at watching things. Can you just watch that door and that guy and just make sure he doesn't go away?
just salutes and walks off and does it.
They are my new field.
I'm picturing Jack Pumpkinhead from Return to Oz.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah, Wanderer, it is now your turn.
I'm just gonna kneel down so that this lovely, lovely lady can see both me and Zalston and see that I have a dagger and he's got an axe. Hi, darling.
You both have
Oh.
daggers.
Yeah, I switched to
But-
the dagger because
Oh, perfect. Perfect. This is gonna
you
hurt.
can't
Does
carve a
piercing
face
damage.
off. You can't carve
Yeah.
a face off with an axe.
Exactly. Hi, darling.
I'm fixing
So
to make a new belt.
We've got some questions before he goes and makes you into a belt.
Okay.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, you're part of this, yes? Of, turning people like Zalson and I into ticking time bombs.
I mean, no. There's
But you
I
fucking
can
gotta be!
see the possibility of doing it, but I haven't done it.
But out of it you will. So you have a very, very slim chance of, not doing it before you get made into a belt, okay?
Look, you've taken my book with all the notes in it. Destroy the book.
Oh, it's not the book I'm worried about. People are much more dangerous than knowledge. So what we'd have to do to make sure that didn't happen, I think, would be to get the knowledge out of your head, and the only way I see of doing that is by actually taking your head off. So unless you can give me a different option, that might be what happens. Convince
roll
me
intimidation.
Convince me not to let him make you into a belt.
Roll intimidation with advantage.
You sure it's not deception or persuasion?
She
I'm
can
close.
see Bolag's face.
Yeah. I mean, you or Zouston could roll intimidation.
Yes! Nat 20!
Nice.
Silvery barbs. No, just joking.
No!
It's
How do
not
you like
Silvery
it?
Barb,
Not right
it's
now.
Nancy
Not right
Hansen.
now.
Not the time! Not the
I'm
time!
joking, relax.
Any other time? Great. Not right now.
No.
All right. She's shitting bricks.
Did you also see before that Chaos Mod was giving inspiration to Wanderer?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. All right. Thank you.
What's this inspiration that people keep talking about?
Hey, I gave you one because I wasn't allowed to give it to Zalston because you already had one once.
All right.
Yeah,
Wanderer
once it's hard.
inspiration.
Pity inspiration.
Inspiration for Zouston. For fuck's sake.
You're the kid made inspiration anymore.
Shadow still has inspiration. I don't know if Hal gets to use it though.
Yeah, give it to Hal.
Give it to Hal.
Yeah, let him.
Yeah.
Let him have it.
It's Blake who earned it.
It technically goes to the play on the character.
Yeah, I just haven't changed the wording to Hal. So
Yay! Everyone on this side of the stream
Yeah.
got inspiration.
Yeah, it just shows what you guys
Yay.
do. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for not helping us out.
all right.
Hey,
Yeah.
Shane, you give me inspiration and I'll give you inspiration.
I don't think I've got enough.
Hang on, I got.
It's on cooldown. I can't do it again.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I was trying to see if I could do it with
Oh,
the 20
I can't
possibilities
do it,
account, but I
apparently.
can't. Yeah, no, it's on cooldown.
Well, that's rude.
All right. So
I think you did that on purpose so that we couldn't just go and
yeah,
Bing, bing, bing,
all
bing.
give each other. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's willing to cooperate.
yes. She doesn't know how that she can help or convince you not to cut her
Put her
face
head
off and
back.
turn it into a belt.
Zalston, my friend, it seems she's willing to give us some information.
Rage drops, I guess.
She could lead us to the people that we both want to actually make out of belts.
And I've already made him into a belt once.
We can make him a second belt.
Not quite sure what that would do.
All right, darling, up you get in the chair, and you're not moving until you answer all our questions.
She gets up, she sits in the chair.
Yes, I'm going to
Puts
keep my hands on her shoulders.
I was going to say she puts her hands on the arms of the chair, expecting rope.
I just put
So,
my hands on her
you might want to do
shoulders.
that too.
Anyone get any rope, darlings?
Okay, I think it's safe to say our temporary hit points have run out because it's been more than a minute by now.
How long are we vulnerable to piercing? You know, for fun.
How long?
Yeah, was it
It
a
was
minute
only
or
a
an
minute.
hour?
Yeah.
Aww.
It was
Damn
funny because it was the same amount of time for the temporary hit points.
But yeah, that's all gone.
I'm going to look at the other person that Jake is with. Sit. We're talking now. Actually talking.
Lyra is looking very confused, and she's like, sits down, like, what's going on?
May, would you like to enlighten us,
No.
my dear?
May, can you read her mind?
Sure. I will detect thoughts on. Is it Liara or Liana?
Lyra?
Lyra. I will detect thoughts on her as well.
You get a lot of fear and what the fuck is happening? And I thought they were going to help us. Are these guys traitors?
Okay, I'll push deeper.
What's that?
Wisdom save. Yeah.
Okay, go.
I rolled a 7.
Yo.
Okay.
Hand Elias this lovely lady's notes, and he will see.
No, I wouldn't do that
No.
either.
Show him.
I'm not.
Keep the
No,
book
I'm
in
not
your hand.
giving
But show
anybody
him
the book.
where
The
this
book
bitch
stays
was
with me for now.
thinking.
Zalston, we still don't know what side Elias was actually on.
You seem to be surprised at the idea that people might try to utilize the future, what's going to happen to their gain. What's in that book is proof that before it's even happened, they're already thinking about it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't hand it over to Elias just in case
Right,
he's.
okay.
Because he just said before that Ballgag was his
Superior.
superior.
Let's just say the book for now stays with me until we
Just for now, until we know what to do.
know what
Yeah.
to do with it.
All right.
I do understand where you're coming from, though, Zalston, but I don't know who we can trust yet.
As you dig deeper into Lyra's thoughts, you don't pick up any of the same kind of thought patterns that Diana had. It seems to be I like confusion is a lot.
Okay.
She's like, I thought they were trying to stop something. Are they starting something? What's their like goal? Why are they doing this to us? Like, what have we done?
I'll just say to her, we are here to help. And no, we're not trying to start anything or make any trouble, but when I read Nyama's head, she's working for the people who turned my friends here, who kidnapped them and tortured them, like we said before. She's already working for the bad guys, whether she knows it or not.
I'll lower my dagger from Liara.
I don't want to hurt anyone. This is my home. You're all my people, and I was coming here to try and stop something from happening, for all of you being
But
slaughtered.
and she goes like, but if you stop everything from happening, won't that start a new path where they may not do what they're going to do?
Potentially, but reading her mind, she's taking the information that we're giving her and already wants to give it to her superior, who is the man whose face is on his belt.
That's not what we want. Well, not what I want.
No, I don't think that's what anybody wanted.
Anything
want
has
this
got to
town-
be better. Anything has got to be better than what has already happened. Surely.
I didn't want our town to be destroyed, for my family to be murdered, for my friends to be tortured and kidnapped. But it all happened. And at the hands of the people that maybe all of you are working for. I don't know. But I know that she is.
Okay. Well, I mean, you have the ability to read minds.
Yes.
I know I'm not working for whoever she could be working for, because the only people I'm working for are the people of the town. Maybe we could get you to read the other elders' minds and make sure that we have the right people in charge. And we remove her from her station and lock her up or do whatever needs to be done.
Look, I can't say what you should and shouldn't do with people, but she hasn't done anything wrong yet. And maybe she didn't even know that she was working for someone who did all these terrible things, but I'm
Who
sure her
did all these
notebook will
terrible
enlighten us.
She was gonna.
She was gonna.
It's in her
Well,
book. She was
you
gonna.
said what, 3 years roughly till the conflux? Is that what you called it?
Yeah.
So 3 years behind bars if the conflux happens. It wasn't her fault. And we can go from there, or
No, I don't think we can stop the conflux. The conflux was something that happened naturally to the world.
was
But mercenaries came in and slaughtered everybody and destroyed our town. It wasn't the conflux that did that.
Oh.
It was people.
But what if it was whack?
That's what I'm saying. We already kind of know that it was whack.
Or people that are connected to it.
Do you say whack out loud?
Yes,
No. Oh, yeah, okay.
I did.
She's like, people from the Watervale Arcane Collective? No, we wouldn't destroy our own town.
Like I
Well,
said,
someone here does.
people connected to it did.
How do we move forward?
Tell us about the Veiled Order and the people and the hierarchy and the chain of elements.
Elias actually steps forward and goes, well, Bolag is the top of the order. He's my superior.
I'm very, very sorry, darlings. Just before we do this, do you mind if I cast a quick spell that makes sure that we're all telling the truth?
Absolutely.
Do it.
Apologies. I'm sure, Elias, you're a lovely man telling the truth right now, but, you know, things have to happen. I cast Zone of Truth. And
Yep.
please, I'm requesting that everyone fails it, but if they don't want to fail it, they can make a charisma save, and I will know who passes and who fails.
Elias fails. He's not going to
I
contest it.
also the lovely lady whose hand I have my hands on
Both
her
of
shoulder.
them are.
Fail.
Yeah. They're not
It
trying to
does.
fight.
It does also get all of us, so you guys have to either
I'm not.
choose
I'm
to
not.
fail or.
I'm gonna choose to fail. I don't care.
Okay.
Typical. I did good, decent one there, but I was going to choose to fail anyway.
Yeah, I didn't.
I will be back in 2
You
seconds.
guys
Sorry.
still fail because my DC is 18.
Your DC is 18.
Fucking hell.
Yes, and even if you passed, I had silvery barbs.
What was it, a charisma save?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna roll just to see if I would pass it.
Yes.
I'm choosing to fail.
Yeah, see if you would pass it.
Nah.
Fucking bards.
Sorry, you mean this bard with the, the great DC?
Yeah.
It's what I'm built for. I took Zone of Truth on the whim, like, I'll never use this. This is just going to be for, like, Truth or Dare games.
No, it's always a brilliant one to have.
It's come in handy.
I like moments like this.
Yeah. Didn't think because, as I said, I wanted to try out a new fancy dandy spell. This is one of the ones I picked. Literally, when we leveled up.
Sorry. All right. Yep. So Zone of Truth is up.
While
Everyone...
I am concentrating, no one can willingly tell a lie. And yeah, I know everyone who's passed and failed. Everyone's failed, so they can't tell a lie while they're in the bubble.
All right.
I'm still hungry.
I feel like I'm gonna get
I'll
a lot
say
of
that out
that.
loud. See, I'm not lying.
Never thought you were, mate. Never thought you were, darling.
Yeah, darling sounds better than mate.
No, mate's what you're saying in Draconic. Darling is common.
So what was the question to Elias? It was, who's in the organization?
I just asked for all the details of the Unveiled Order.
Groups,
The Veiled
names,
Order.
hierarchy.
We haven't been active for very long. So you got Bolag, Borgag, whatever you're gonna call him. There's Arin the Bold.
The what now? What's he?
The
What
Bold.
was that last one?
Arin the Bold. Arin the Bold.
What's his position?
Yeah, we only have you've got Borlag and then us. There's
okay.
no hierarchy as of yet.
Okay.
This point in time, they're just starting out, and there's only a few. There's a handful of people currently in there.
But Balrog's in the.
He's one of the founding members.
He's in the seat.
Yep.
One of the founding members, so there's more than just him.
Yes.
at the head.
There was a. Sorry, I gotta find. What was his name? You met his nephew, son. I don't know, in a space station.
Nephew,
somewhere.
the doctor.
Yeah, Matt Smith. I can't remember. Yeah, him and so I think it was his dad and Borlag started this whole thing, trying to get information. Where did I put it? I found.
So Aaron the Bold. All right.
No, I've gotten up to new stuff. Sorry. It was someone Smith. I don't remember. I did have it written down when I wrote down.
I think you just called him Dr. Smith.
You talk about the
I think
professor?
he was-
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
Professor
Smith.
Smith.
That's it.
But
His
I think
father's
he's-
Mr. Smith.
I think his name was Matt because I was being a smart ass at the time.
Let's just call him Matt.
But that he's the nephew or he's the son. So Bolag and this other guy are brothers, and which is why
Do we know the other guy's name?
something
Mr. Smith.
Yeah, it's something Smith.
Mr. Smith. That's what we're going to call it. Well, that's what I'm going to call it. Cool.
But yeah, they were brothers, which is why when you guys were leaving the space station, he made comment about his uncle. And then I did the whole thing where he scanned you guys, so he would have known that you were holding his head. But yes. Alright, so the other members. So you've got Elias. Shouldn't have took my finger off the page that I had. Yeah, so you had Elias, Adarin the Bold.
Yep.
There was Erendor Thorn.
There you go, mate. There's your inspo.
Hey, thank you. What did you say? Erendon Thorn.
Eridan Thorn, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it's out of stock. I can't give inspiration. I have to wait.
Yeah, because I just did it.
Yeah. Aaron the Bald, oops, side. Eridan Thorn and Thormic Stoneheart.
Who, what
Thoric.
now?
Thoric Stoneheart. So they are the current members of the Veiled Order.
And do any of those names sound familiar?
To any of us?
You can roll a history check, but I'm pretty sure that you've done that before and you didn't recognize any.
But that was a long list of names that we got, not
Yeah.
this.
But I will say that some of the names that were on that list were on this list.
Okay.
I'm curious. I wouldn't remember any of these names, would I?
You can roll a history.
Hey, voice in my head, do you recognize any of these names? I'm just curious.
$19.
Damn.
I will say the only one that may kind of tingle your mind would be Arin. And that was more because when you were experimented on, he was in the room with Borlag when the experiments went down. And although all you really remember is that symbol that you were looking at when the name's said by Elias, something just tingles in the back of your mind, and you have this like slight flashback of the severe pain and hearing someone's voice call out to Arin.
Is there something in the room that's breakable
Um,
besides people?
There would be an inkwell on the table.
Cool. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it.
Describe Eldritch Blast.
You see, as I've got my hands on this woman's shoulder, just kind of tip-tapping along, trying to calm down, and you watch as it seems like scales are trying to, like, split open my skin, as she just naturally swings an arm up, as this purple dripping magic shoots out of her hand and, like, blasts, destroys whatever she was trying to hit. And she just calmly brings it back down into the lady's shoulder. Now, just bleeding, but there's no more scales.
All right.
And she just smiles sweetly.
Not the
No.
same. Guessing you noticed one of them names.
Yeah. Zalston, will you teach me how to make someone's face into a belt?
I mean, I didn't do the belt part myself. I just kind of carved the face off and then took it to a leather worker.
Leatherworker, got it. I'll learn how to make. We use leatherworkers' tools by then.
The trick is preserving the skin until then, because if it rots, then it kind of won't tan. That's all I know about leatherwork, really.
Understood. Thank you very much,
Oh,
darling.
no, that's not true. I also know it's made from skin.
Thank you. Sorry, continue. I didn't mean to interrupt, Elias.
What else did you want to know?
This is so frustrating because he isn't our Elias.
Where those people are. Where are they based?
I mean, that's good too, but our Elias can tell us which ones broke off.
I mean, Olag moves around a lot. We actually all move around a lot.
How do you report to Balrog?
We meet up occasionally and pass on messages. We do have, like, there's a building in Dorelia that we like send messages there, so whenever we're in Dorelia. We did have one in Rockdale, but it stopped working. Like,
Could you make that happen?
What do you mean it stopped working?
we don't really have the funds to keep multiple places up at the same time. So, like, we didn't pay rent, and
Well, that's gonna change.
someone else now lives there. So our messages don't get delivered. So the Dorelia one is the main one. But
Could
on
you
this one,
organize a meet up with them?
in Dorelia, possibly. It'd take a couple of
Anywhere.
weeks.
Anywhere, ASAP.
I don't really have any contact over this side, like in this continent anymore.
What about her?
What about what?
Darling,
Point to fucking what's her name? The one that was writing in the book.
Yama.
Liana.
Yeah,
Liana,
Liana.
or whatever her name is.
She looks up and she's like, I just have an address in Dorelia that I send papers to.
Give it to me.
To
What's
this guy?
the address?
Yes, give it to me. The address.
123 Fake Street.
Is that the same address as
it would
the
be the
AES?
same address that the AES is currently located at.
In the future, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
So the AES will be at. I think I need to take a D for our psychic damage.
Oh, I know where that is.
So, darling, to the chick whose hands I've got my hands on her shoulders. So who were you wanting to reveal all of this fun information to? Was it the guy that they're talking about, the one that's his belt?
I mean, yeah, he's paying quite good for any information on these wild magic bubbles that seem to be popping up everywhere, and uh, you know, we also share information for the you know ability of moving the nations forward.
Yes, yes. And who proposed, the whole manipulating, changing people with this magic? Was it you? Or was it him?
I mean, and she just looks at Zouston and is like, pretty much didn't think about it until this one, and then like points up at
Yep.
you and
Yeah.
like walked in and started mentioning it. I hadn't even contemplated that kind
And
of
yet-
process.
And the part where I mentioned how the guy who did this to me, your boss, I turned his face into a belt, didn't go through your head? You thought, oh, what a great idea. Let's encourage this guy to do this shit.
I didn't think it was necessarily a bad idea, but
And
I
let me tell
mean,
you how
you
he
can
did it.
do
He
so
carved
much.
into the bones in my arms.
Now you're just telling her the process.
No, I don't know how he did it. I kept passing in and out. All I know is he carved on me while
Darling,
I was still alive.
do you see now why it's a bad idea for what you were thinking was a good idea? You can't lie, darling. You gotta answer.
Well, she doesn't have to answer.
No, I'm
Well,
saying
answer that out loud.
I'm saying she has to answer.
Oh, well, that would be a lie, technically.
I'm going to make you answer. Wait, does
Better.
it affect me? I don't think it affects me. I think it's just everyone around me.
Everyone in the room. Hang on.
Let me double check. Okay, a creature, yeah, but I know whether it. Huh, okay,
So a creature that enters the spell area.
yeah. So, I mean, I would have failed it anyway, so. But I know if I'm telling the truth or not.
Shit. It's hard because like I know my life's in danger and I should say the thing that's going to save me. But I
You
mean,
can't.
you can do so much. Yes, you went through hell from what you've said. But your abilities are so much more advanced than anything
Oh.
we've experienced.
This isn't an ability. It's a nuisance. It has never really been helpful. I have no control over it. It just happens. Sometimes something just explodes, and I don't get to pick what it is that explodes.
Just the distance.
From 60 feet away.
Just enemies, apparently.
Sometimes shit just appears and attacks me. At no point has it ever really been helpful.
Hey, Wanderer, just out of curiosity, are you affected by Zone of Truth as well?
Technically.
Yes.
If she's in
Okay.
the spell, yeah.
Do you, yes?
I was just,
You're
I
a
was just
creature in the
wondering.
spell radius.
While I'm sure, yes, it can seem like that from your point of view, that we've been enhanced, we've been changed for the better. I've had much longer to do with this than Zouston. What he's gone through is horrific, what I went through is horrific, what everyone who didn't survive went through was horrific. I just have something that most of them don't. I've had time with this. So I've had time to let my anger sit and seethe. As I don't know when I'm going to suddenly disappear and reappear in another location. I'm lucky I've stayed around with these guys as long as I have. I'm very grateful for that. I think it's got something to do with Zalston. Maybe. Two wrongs make a right. But that doesn't mean that if I could stop this from happening, I would.
I mean, we
Hey,
could
one-
demonstrate to her what I kind of went through physically, and I pull the
What?
dagger back out.
What?
Did you just
What?
say you wouldn't change what happened?
No, she would change what
Oh,
happened.
would.
Well, what happened to you, Wanderer? How did you get changed?
Kidnapped and tortured?
But what, like, you? There's been something that eating at me for a while. Like, you, were you something different before you were you?
I was a very beautiful, very amazing, had great scales. I was a dragonborn.
I knew it.
A platinum dragonborn, just like my little brother, just like my big brother. And I had every single one of my scales torn off me. I had lost my beautiful tail. I lost my ability to breathe fire.
Oh man,
Also, I could teleport a little bit away. I don't think that's a good compromise, darling. So, no.
that is fucked up.
Yes. As I said, I've had a few years to kind of sit and seethe with it. Maybe this magic can be used to help people, but only if they're willing, and I wasn't willing, and I know Zouster wasn't willing, and I'm sure everyone whose corpses I saw in that building, they weren't willing either.
While she's talking, I want to detect thoughts on Elias.
Yep.
Stop me at any time, guys. Stop me at any time.
No, I want you to keep going, see what his thought process is
Yeah.
when you're saying all this, going, oh, that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
His service thoughts are, what the fuck? That's not good. What the fuck is happening? Why did I give information up so freely?
Digging deeper. Wisdom save. Minus a d6.
Yes.
I don't need to minus a d6. I rolled in that 3.
The NPCs are rolling so good tonight for us. It's great.
Going deeper, there's how can we stop this? If we end everything, if we end them, is it going to end everything? Is it like trying to? He's trying to justify, like trying to picture where this is going to go and justify whether or not killing these people is going to stop what's coming. Is it going to make it worse? Is
Us or them?
them?
Okay.
Trying to decide whether or not he's wrestling with, like, are you guys good? Are they bad? Are they good and you're bad? Like, he's
just trying to rationalize with everything, basically.
And much like the Elias that you knew, he's a very logical person, which is why he's a researcher to begin with. And so he's trying to weigh up every situation and with the positive, negative, and he wants to effectively come out on top. And he also hearing, like, you know, multiple people being tortured. He's definitely leaning to your side of this. Okay. But there's still the thought running in the back of his mind, how do we get out of this town if they do kill these people? What do we say? How do we rationalize? Like, it's just like, worst case scenario, if this happens, how do I end up getting away without being attacked? What can I say so I don't get locked up? Like,
I'm just going to turn to him and say, while Wanderer's telling everybody else the story, I'll just go up to Elias and I'll say, 23 years in the future, you hire all of us because you trust us. And you send us out to try and do good. And they'll say to Jago, "You can give Elias the book."
Do you still have detect thoughts up?
Yes.
You don't get any kind of reading off it, but you do get, as you say it, the sense of goosebumps running up like Elias's arm up his shoulder, but you feel it, like you feel it on you, but you know it's him that's
Yeah.
feeling that.
You'll say, "We're not the enemy. We never have been. We just don't want innocent people to die for nothing, and we don't want people to be kidnapped and tortured. And so many people are dying because of Bolag and Aaron and whoever else. And I'll admit, in 20 odd years when we meet officially, I'm a bitch to you because I don't trust you as far as I can throw you because nobody tells us the truth."
Jago just nods at the bitch thing.
He looks at you in the face.
Nobody
in the
tells
eyes,
us the truth.
and
Looks at me in the face and just
yeah,
there.
no, like, and then like he kind of like he does that. I do it like I look at people's mouths all the time because I lip read a lot.
Yeah.
But and he realizes that he's doing that, and he raises his gaze up to your eyes, and he's like, "I guarantee you, when I meet you in the future, I will definitely remember you." But I
We had
probably
not
won't
to.
be
I'm
able to
beautiful.
say anything.
Yeah, no, in the
No.
future you won't be able to tell me.
Suppose
No, I will
give him a
remember.
bit.
I still remember our meeting as if it was yesterday. And now it's starting to make sense.
Well,
Actually, no. I'll give the book to May to give to. Fucking whatever his name is. I've completely got blank now. You just said it, Elias. My God.
Well, we all have those moments.
Yeah.
So May's got the book. Are you giving it to Elias?
I'll take a quick flick through it first and then I give it to him. I'll just say, "I'd like to have a proper read of that with you later, if that's okay."
He hands it back to you. Because I think it's probably safer in your hands. If we can stop her from
Pass it
contacting,
back to Jago.
if we can stop her from contacting Borlag,
Mm.
then maybe we have a chance at changing everyone's future. So
While it's up, I'll also ask her which of the other elders are working for them.
she's like, "It's me." As far as I know, I've only had contact with him via my research because we're both researching similar things.
Yeah, how did you actually, get the contact with him? Like the very first time, your first meeting, star-crossed lovers and all that. I'm rambling again. I'm very, very mad.
First time we met, there is a wild magic bubble that is just on the other side of the mountains, and I was over there researching it myself, and he appeared, and it's pretty isolated over there. We got to talking and realized that maybe these could be used for good, or at least expanding, and just kind of kept in correspondence ever since.
Assuming
Hey,
you're telling the
Eli-
truth, which you are. Sorry, Jago, you go ahead. I'm just going to keep talking in her ear.
I was just going to say to Elias, you seem to study a lot of this wild magic. I would suggest maybe protecting yourself so that you don't, I don't know, maybe one day grow horns or something. Just
As
Just
you
an
say that,
idea.
he instinctively like reaches for his like head to make sure there's nothing there.
Can I? No. You know what? Yes, I am. I'm gonna like minor illusion some horns on his head. I don't know what they actually look like. I've never met this man.
Well, if you
But
might
I-
lose it, just go straight through.
Yeah, we will just go straight through, but you will see it.
Jesus.
Hey Hal, how you doing?
I love how Blake unmuted himself and then just went.
Couldn't hear it otherwise.
You couldn't hear his thumbs up otherwise. Oh, I love you, Blake.
Oh.
All right. So have this conversation. What are you guys gonna do with fucking Inara? No, it's Nana.
Niana. This sounds like Nana.
I suppose we've taken her notebook off. As long as, let's face it, she's under the zone, right?
For another checks my pocket watch. For another 2 minutes, yeah.
You're not gonna tell Bolog anything about any of this shit, are you?
I mean,
I'm gonna throw a dagger right next to her head
Hey, I'm right here.
before she answers. No, like right next to her head before she answers.
My hands are on the shoulder, so I lift my hands up. Oop!
The teleporty one, so I can teleport right there.
she like hesitates at first, but she's like, if it means living, then no, I won't.
Not just living, but saving thousands of people.
Well,
Also, no.
she can't lie.
But there's a difference between telling the truth here now and telling the truth in maybe say a day when someone might contact her and she can't wait to spill this secret. Oh, I really wish I had modified memory. I
That
don't,
would
but
be a
it'd be
good
great.
one to have.
Yeah, it'd be great if I had it.
As I appear, like near the dagger, near her head, I'll whisper to her, "If you tell anyone, I will personally hunt you down and kill you myself."
Roll an intimidation with advantage because you are in the zone of truth.
That's right.
Sick.
Fake contract.
Oh shit! I am technically a fae now. That's legally binding.
Oh no.
Fuck,
Nat
nice.
20.
Nat 20.
Yes! We are rolling nat 20s on scaring this woman.
I got a 20 and a 17, so that was still pretty good.
Yeah. Do I fucking even bother rolling?
If she succeeds, I'm gonna
If
silver
you do,
advance
I'm
her. So
Oh yeah, one of us
yeah,
will do it.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
She's not succeeding.
She did not. I lost a dice. Yeah, so she's officially scared shitless and a threat has been made under the zone of truth, so
A promise has been made.
yes.
Yeah.
It's
When
not
you-
a threat,
when-
it's a promise.
When it's under zone of truth, it's a promise.
Well, that's good enough for me.
I think for now, maybe we just keep her here for a minute while, some of us go and talk to the other elders and tell them the full story. Elias, if you could help with that.
Hal, make a perception check. You noticed probably about 2 minutes ago, the shadow kind of stepped away from the door.
I have one more question to ask.
Yep.
I'll go right up to Nana and just bend down, look her dead in the eye. Let's go. Was Larian passing information through as well?
I mean, he gave me information about the wild magic pockets that I'd sent both of you out to investigate, but
Yes, because you were our boss. I'm asking, did he know that you were corresponding with somebody else?
no one knew.
Okay, good to know.
Maybe do the mind probe thingy on Larian. I know that sounds like
No,
pretty fucked up, but
no. I trust him. I do. I just had to be sure.
yes, I know. Me too.
And then I slap her. Just cause.
Bitch slap.
Ooh.
I know technically you haven't done anything yet, but fuck you.
You will.
That's for what you were going to do.
That's for what you were going to do.
That's for your thoughts.
That's for your thoughts, exactly.
You don't even need to roll an attack.
Okay,
say
cool.
that she's. So you roll
Did
well
anyway.
One good one anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. So I will say that you guys finish up here, head out. Larian.
I was gonna say, whose team going to see the elders? Whose team staying here with her to make sure she doesn't contact anyone?
I think Jago should stay with her because he made that threat and she believes him.
Are we all
Yeah,
going, or is it and Jago's just staying there by himself?
I mean, she believes that if she says anything to anyone, Jago's going to come kill her.
I mean,
So-
I used to live here. I know fucking my way around. Like,
I know where the keys are.
I'll find her. I'll fucking find her if I have to.
Just before we leave, Wanderer would place a hand on Zouston's shoulder, and he would feel that she is shaking. But she's got that smile. She just places a hand and pats you on the back. We'll get him.
Yeah. We'll get him.
I'll just say to Zouston as well, hey, if anything, might have a chance to kill Berlag a second time.
Oh, that makes me happy.
I see why you called the
Silver
Karma
lining.
Crew. I see why you called the Karma Crew now. I'm on board with this.
As you guys leave the room, Larian isn't there, but you can hear him talking with, it's like echoing down the halls. You can't make out what he's saying, but you assume that it's coming from the council room.
I'll sneak up and listen in.
So everyone roll stealth, or everyone that's getting close.
okay.
Roll stealth.
Bucket. Follow him. Let's do the stealth. I haven't rolled in a while.
30?
Fuck
30 be enough?
hell.
All right.
Anyone got past without a trace?
Yippee!
Make it
22!
40?
Oh my. Oh my.
Is Halloween sneaking up? Hal?
Yeah.
Hey Hal, we're gonna go watch another field. Come on.
Onwards!
Come through. Do you roll?
Is it through yet?
No. What'd
Didn't
you
even
roll?
come through. Didn't even come through.
Is it in yet?
Can I come into the out now?
Maybe refresh. It didn't come up on either of them.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
came through.
All
Oh, buddy.
Jago, Wanderer, and even Zouston.
Say that with such surprise. Even Zouston. Oh god.
succeed, but Hal and May are a bit noisy, but there is a lot of talking going on. You hear back and forth, and it sounds like Larian is explaining the situation
Oh no.
as best he can, and he is doing an okay job with a 19. He like when you first walked out of the room, you heard like shouting and stuff, and then it's died down a tiny bit, and you're hearing Larian go like, one of your members has been working with the Veiled Order, betraying, giving our secrets to them, and betraying us all, and this is what leads to the downfall of our town. And like there's our elders have been in power for so long, they wouldn't do this, rah rah rah. And then you guys kind of, well, because of May and Al, the
Yeah, I sort
conversation
of
kind of
just trip over and fall into the open doorway. And go, oh,
But wouldn't that be a group stealth check? So like technically, like that's 3 wins and 2 losses. So it'd be a pass.
Yeah, but it's funnier this way.
Yeah,
depends on what
I'm
day
just,
this
I'm
week.
just trying. Yeah.
It's on him.
if you were
I
60
like-
feet apart, maybe.
I love to think that Hal's 12 is just him going onward and it turns away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys kind of file into this room. I will say Hal and May first, and Elias.
I just want to. Sorry.
What are you gonna say?
Okay, carry on.
Elias is like half Nelsoning Nayana and walking her into the room, and
Go Elias.
Mm-hmm.
he's like,
I see why you like this guy now.
it's really funny because like he looks like he's really struggling to do so, and Mercy's just kind of walking beside him, like much bigger, and
Yeah,
just kind of like,
she should be fucking
Plus,
doing
she should
that.
be doing it.
Why is she doing it?
Because she was paid to protect Elias, not do anything else.
and Elias kind of like lets go of her and goes, sit. And he says it in this tone where pretty much the entire time that you guys have experienced him in this time period, he's shy-ish and not really sure of himself, but he says it in this tone, and there's a split second there where you think he's cast command because she just drops. And he looks up at the elders, and he has this like air about him, like totally different to how he was a minute down the hall. And he's like, starts giving reasons why they need to either lock her up or find a way to house her so she can't get contact with outside of this town.
You
And
could just cut off her tongue and her hands.
Oh, can we?
there's this like the air that he suddenly has like falters for a second with that like, it's like in a more humane way. We're trying to make less damage.
Just wink at Nana.
Aw.
And he starts having this back and forth with the elders, and as this is happening, you see Joe come in that first door that you guys came in, leading May in, past May, who kind of walks in and he's like, what is going on here? And Larry,
Do I have time to quickly like change my form?
no. This happens like because you're focused on Elias as she walks in, so she sees you,
Yeah.
and Larian turns around, sees it. Oh, good. Come here. And like ushers May over. And they have this private conversation that's like whispers while Elias and the elders are back and forth. And you see May, past May, looking at you, and tears just run down her face. And she walks up, stops about 5 feet. Should we leave?
Take the children and go somewhere safe.
And tears still pouring down her face. She reaches out a hand. Come with us.
It's so tempting. But I can't. I have to see this through to the end, but good luck. And I'll go in to give her a hug.
And she hugs you too. And as you guys embrace, you see this white light. And both Mays start to drift up off the ground. And the light gets brighter and brighter.
It's like Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. They're slowly spinning. And there's this energy that just... And May just drops onto the ground. Single May. No scars.
Which one?
You.
An amalgamation of both. You have memories of everything that's happened. You have like meeting Zoust and all that stuff. Everything that's happened between the Conflux and now. But you feel younger. There's
My back doesn't hurt anymore.
yeah. You don't no longer have the scars. You feel that pit in your stomach of just like hatred and pain. It's no longer there. Something that you've lived with for so long, it feels like forever, is gone.
Well, that was strange.
And Larian tentatively walks up and he's like, "A moon?"
I'm okay. It feels like it was all one weird dream. I don't know what to do now.
May.
Hmm?
Go be with your kids. You've longed for so long to cherish that time with them again. Go do it.
What about everything else? What about you guys? What about Jago?
Jago's just silent and stunned at what's going on. He can't even speak right now.
Who's going to heal your asses when you go down?
bit of healing.
Justin just straight
Oh,
up says,
look
what the
at-
fuck just happened?
I think the two of us just joined into one because I remember everything, but it's strange. It's different. And I feel happy.
I feel happy.
I'm so
Elias kind of stands back and he's like, "Well, that was something. Look, I'm gonna be here for a while. If you guys need an extra hand, I'm sure." He looks at Mercy. He's like, "I'm sure she could give you a hand if you needed it."
Really? I mean, I'm sure we'd greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, the more the merrier, although she doesn't seem like much fun. She seems kind of cranky.
I make Zalston's hair bright neon pink.
Justin doesn't even notice.
Yeah. See, May? I mean, it's gonna suck not having you around, but I'd rather see you happy with your kids than go on some rage-filled revenge.
I'll bring you back a face.
Souvenirs!
Somehow don't think a face would look good over the mantelpiece.
Oh, no, of course not. You turn them into belts.
I just look at Larian and I'll look at the rest of the group. Let me sleep on it.
We got time.
Definitely have that.
Yep, 23 years! Shit, did we tell them that? Should I not have said that?
Fuck. I am thoroughly confused right now, but at the same time, kind of happy. Kind of sad. Holy shit. Could save Blaze.
You technically can.
Not you can, Zalston, you will. We will save your friend.
No of Silvano.
Fun fact: Savannah doesn't exist at the moment.
We can make it!
Yeah, that was a post Conflux village. Yeah, it doesn't.
Oh no.
It's
It's just water. Oh, wait, does he still have the alcohol? But that's all he's
Yeah.
Oh,
got
it's
left.
still there, but no, I'm just
Yeah.
looking at the Armando special brew and going, to save Blaze. But if Savannah never, Armando never.
Destroy the world.
Well, I'm watching
so I
him
can
work
get
this out.
Armando's-
I'm gonna open my bag and pull out a bottle of Armando's special brew that I bought for him.
What the fuck?
I was technically saving it until you ran out, but I think he might run out while you're here, and Armando isn't technically around. So here you
I
go.
mean, I've got like a bit of a bottle left. I'm down to, I'm like halfway through my last bottle.
Oh, now you got another liter.
You're gonna make him cry.
Adding that to my inventory.
Through tears.
Yeah, through his tears, he's just like, there's no way I can. It's just tricky because I've got to try and keep track of it because there's no way of typing 1.5.
There is the like other possessions.
Customize. Oh, hang on. Here we go. In description.
Wanderer's gonna kind of move over to Jago and kind of pat him on the back.
I don't know. I'm confused of what's. I mean, does this mean that everything's going to be okay now? Does
I don't know.
my job was to protect you, May, and you are back where you need to be. And I mean, if that's done, then I think I would also like to retire. If you're not going to continue, then I will stay here and be a guard again and continue to look after this city.
What about what's his fuck? That dude and
What about taking down Cedric?
that
don't-
prick. Yeah.
Care about Cedric. I've got a better chance of protecting my town here than going out and. It's always been my job to protect. Well, you may, but you're in the city. This is my home too, remember? And if none of this is going to happen because of the changes we've made, then that's it. My job is done.
Well, even if it does happen, at least we could be here to stop it. We're a lot more powerful than we were then.
Of course. Jago thinks of actually, Jago asks May, because May would know now, I suppose. Where am I?
Where is
Larry,
he?
where am I?
Larian is like, you're currently working the northeast gate. At least you should be.
I don't know. I'm gonna go on what you tell me, mate. I'll be back. And I run off.
I'll be back.
In the distance, we see another shining force.
Another quickening.
I'll be back.
So much for a short session.
I know, right?
That's what
Fucking
I
hell.
was thinking. Like, damn, dude.
Whenever I say I'm gonna have a short session, it never goes to plan.
It's the longest ones we have.
Good God.
You run up and you see a familiar outline walking backwards and forwards at the northeast gate.
I'd laugh if he just tackles him and nothing happens.
Fuck, man.
Summons bits on his head, and this is where the fear of spiders comes from.
No, bitch!
Oh man, you're giving me way too many good ideas.
Wait, does that mean I don't get my son anymore? Bits!
Mommy, man.
It's okay. I'll learn 5 familiar. I'll make bits.
I'll just walk up slowly, and see if he notices. I shouldn't look that different. Not much older.
Well, you did age de-age at one stage as well, and you were gone for 18 years. So technically, you're only like 2 years older than the current Jago, or 3 years. I think my math's right. Nope,
Something
math
like
is
that.
wrong.
I am still older though. Yeah.
Yeah, you're older by not by much. Like there was 23 years difference between May and May. But with you and Jago, it is only like I'd say
Like 3
maximum
or
8
4.
years.
Hey man.
Hey man,
Hi.
you look just like me.
I crazy story, right? I am you. From the future's past, I'm you, man.
Want a burrito?
Yes, actually, I've been very hungry lately. Hey, I know this is probably crazy and stuff. But, can I ask you a serious question?
I have to be a serious answer.
Fucking hell.
I mean, you don't have to. The choice is yours, dude. But wow, this is surreal. Right now, are you happy?
He looks down at his burrito. It's a pretty good burrito.
No, I mean, like, with your life.
Looked at his burrito.
I mean, there is things that I wanted to do. But I have things that I have to prove as well.
Yeah, I get that. But if nothing changed right now, would you say that you're pretty happy?
I mean, I'm happier than I was like 10 years ago, so I guess.
That's good, man.
What about you? Are you happy?
I don't know. I'd like to be happy. I'd like to have simple days where crazy shit isn't happening and I'm in a timeline that I'm not jumping from just crazy shit, man. I mean, this burrito is pretty good.
Got a bit stuck in my teeth. Lucas started making hot sauce.
Hey.
It takes it up to like 12. Really good.
Hey, man, well, maybe I'll see you around. Maybe I won't.
One question. You say you're from the future?
Well, technically, I mean, yes. Yes.
Did you kill that fuckhead yet?
Not yet. And I don't know if I even want to. To be honest, I'm scared, man. And I just want peace and happiness. there's things that happens that I can't, that I choose not to tell you right now. But look, I'm gonna go, man, and just take care of yourself. And like I said, I might see you around. And I'll just shake his hand and fuck off.
As you shake his hand, the hand starts to glow white and like forms up your arm, and you suddenly have these visions of standing in the field, Bits by your side, and it creeps up and it gets to the scales on your neck, and you feel the scales bite, dig in, and this blood rage down through your arm, and you watch as the light like goes back down your hand and starts crawling up the other Jago's hand.
Scales.
No, the
Or
light.
blood. Oh, the light.
So yeah, so the scales force the light back down his arm, and then starts going up the other Jago's arm as he's like starting to freak out as he sees his arm glowing white, creeping up.
Have I let go of him already?
Have you?
Yeah, I guess so. It's just a handshake.
Yeah. So yeah, you let go and you watch his face. It's like creeping up his body, and his face just is pure fear as white light is encasing him. What are you doing? Just standing there watching it happen?
Fuck, I'm panicking, to be honest. Fuck, I don't know what to say. I just start to weep, and I just hold on to him and I hug him, and just there's nothing I can do. So
How are you hugging him? Like
just full on,
embrace?
just like embrace. Yeah.
You feel the light start to encase both of you, and you feel this piercing in your chest. Probably your right side. That feels like someone's gotten 4 or 5 fingers and stabbed them in through the skin into your chest. And it is painful, like flames burning through your skin. And the light starts roaring around from everywhere down into this single point in your chest and dissipates, and you have dragon scales halfway up your chest, halfway down your arm, as both you and Jago are standing there, and they are platinum colored.
Hannah's losing it. Bitch stole my scales.
Bitch stole my scales! Those are mine!
But as you step back, you see that the thing that was causing this pain was Bits. Legs still stuck in you, but its head is turned 180 almost, and fangs in other Jago. And it is just absorbing all the light around you.
Yep. Fucking. You know what? I'm just gonna let it happen.
It's darker and darker and darker. And then it is pitch black. You are technically unconscious. Come to the other two guards that are currently on watch, shaking both you and Jago to consciousness. You have scales from about halfway down your forearm on both arms that come up and go down your chest just to your belt line, and you get a +2 to your AC.
Sick.
And both you and other Jago are there. Both just conscious now. And Bits is just sitting on your lap.
Does Bits still look the same, like scales and all?
Yeah.
And what about other me? Is he the same? He doesn't look fucked up or anything? Like,
I mean, he looks a bit tired, but besides that, he looks pretty much how he looked before. The fuck was that, man?
I don't know, but I feel weird. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that, man. Like, today has been a lot. How about we go get a burrito and I'll fill you in.
That sounds good, man. Maybe don't touch me again, though.
Does he look any different?
Like Jago. Like
The old Jago?
The old Jago? No, just tired. Like,
yeah.
Drained, almost.
But now with scales.
No, you've got scales.
Oh.
The other Jago. So.
Oh.
Is that what you're asking? Which?
Past Jago looks tired, has no scales. Current, future Jago has scales.
Yes.
Has my scales. Sorry, has my scales.
It's okay, you can skin him later.
Exactly. I want my scales back.
She told him. Wow.
He gets to mess with my blood and gets my scales? That's not fair. My siblings are going to think he's me. There's only like 4 platinum dragons and I was one of them.
But that's where we're going to end tonight's session. So.
Yay.
I'm tired. What the hell, man?
That was a lot.
Short session, my ass.
Whatever happened to not fucking with the timelines?
Yeah.
Wibbly wobbly timey wimey.
Hey, no, the most wisest one of us just left, so we're good to fuck with the timeline now.
Who's the
Time to get
wisest?
into some mischief.
Oh, that was such a good session.
God, that was nuts.
Alright, let's find someone to raid.
Thank you for watching.
Yes. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, who's playing?
Alice 30. Robear's 59.
Oh yeah, earlier I would have like messaged May at some point and go, "Hey yo, is Elias single?"
Oh, good God.
Okay, well, in the future he has a thing with Odie, but like
All right. I won't.
I don't think that would have started yet.
Yes,
So right
pick
now he probably would
everything.
be single.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to be a homewrecker, even if it's a future couple.
But you're a fraud.
I
Alright,
respect
raid Robert.
relationships.
All right, guys. Thanks for playing. Thanks for
That was
watching.
fucking nuts.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's getting a bit crazy.
Yeah.
Bit.
Once again, we've
I-
lost
I
a party
think-
member. We're gaining a new one.
No, May's
You haven't lost
still
yet.
on
I
the
haven't
side
seen
of-
him. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
That was just sort of thrown at me. Fuck.
Yeah,
See,
that was
nothing's
shit. Because then, like, fucking Jago was all like, "Oh fuck, that was my whole fucking thing was to protect May." Now May's like settling to fuck. I don't know.
All right. See
Oh,
you
we
next
bring the kids
Tuesday.
with us. We
We'll
bring
figure